Yeah, there we go.
The freestyle by Corey Holcomb and this bitch. Cause I don't like your daughter, bitch. I don't like your daughter, bitch. Ever since I saw the little hoe, niggas knocking on my motherfucking door. Is Trina there? Is she coming out? I say, hey, put that thing in that bitch mouth, cause I don't like your daughter, bitch. Going in my refrigerator. Every nigga that nut in her, somehow they hate her. Her 2 kids that she kept cause she thought them dudes was gonna give her fuck. But then they ducked out on her ass. Fuck that silly slut. Even though that bitch do got a big ass butt. But I won't fuck her though. Cause it's your daughter. But get the daughter out my face before the slaughter. I don't like your daughter, bitch.
I told you he had some shit.
Love and devotion. If the tracks of lost emotion, it's gonna suck.
Oh my God. Oh, go ahead.
So we're live? Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is comedian Corey Holcomb, and this is our last week of Ustream. We finally threw in the towel, as they did too. We gonna change this shit up. Yeah. Fuck that. To my right hand side is Darlene OG Ortiz. God damn it.
Got my jersey on.
With the Paul Bunyan outfit on, my dude Craig Smith. God damn it.
What happened?
On the I'll be sure side of the game. What was he saying in that song? Hey, look, home girl, you better go. What was he saying?
Get off on your own or something.
Get off on your own.
Is that what he's saying?
Girl.
I just remember when he said, girl. That's the shit that made me remember the shit.
Hell yeah.
In the motherfucking house showing off all that bulk from the gym and shit.
That what the bulk's from?
Right.
From the fridge.
Right, from the fridge. The very talented Nate
What up?
Jackson. Yeah, you can pass me that. I forgot my shit was over there, goddammit. Thank you, Nate.
Yeah, that.
I forgot my phone. What up, y'all? 5150 is here to motherfucking do what we do. Goddammit. I saw some shit on TV today. I'm gonna tell you something. I seen a lot of wild shit on the internet too. It was this girl. She was fucking this dude car up.
Oh, I saw that, but she couldn't bust the window. It was like 9
She
hits.
eventually tore it up. You know what I mean?
It was a white Beamer or something like that.
And everybody was videotaping the shit, and
Nobody went and got her.
It
and
was
stopped
dudes
her
egging her on.
Oh wow.
You gotta hit it on the mirror, baby, if you wanted to bust. Yeah,
Right.
they had advice. Hit it in the middle.
What? I mean, like, what do you say if you see some psychopath bitch breaking in just fucking up somebody's car? Like, if you a dude and you fucking with somebody's car, especially if you're a black dude, I just feel like people are going to call the police ASAP.
Well, hopefully at the end of that run, whatever she was on, she did. Hopefully she was arrested. If not,
we have to say hopefully because we don't know if people called the police. Because when I was listening to the crowd, it was goof ass niggas out there trying to geek her up. That goes to show you that motherfuckers really hate.
Mm-hmm.
If I saw some bitch out there tearing up somebody's car, I wouldn't know if it was a woman car or a dude car. I'd be like, bitch, why is you tearing up? That obviously ain't your shit. Because people who work, they don't have that mentality to tear up other people's shit.
I don't know. She could be one of those that's just really cold. She might work and have her own car and all that.
I saw poverty all over that bitch.
Oh, well, that's a different story.
When you live one of them, she bought it for him situations.
When you live in neighborhoods where people work, you don't see it as fucked up.
But
it's them neighborhoods, them government assisted ass neighborhoods.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Well,
that was their entertainment. They were having fun.
Everything fucked up. Motherfuckers bust bottles in front of their house.
So it was in the hood.
It looked like it was at a club.
Parking lot.
It was a mall parking lot or some club let out.
But it was broad daylight.
Come out. Watch, it's gonna come out because she's on film. You can see her face and everything.
Yeah, you can see her. You can see her. I mean, it ain't hard to look. A bitch like that will go home to some kids, and people will be like, if she got arrested or something like that, they'll be like, why they do her like that? Right. I'm just like,
I'm more worried about if she's taking out aggression like that on a vehicle. What does she do if she does have kids?
I've seen people hit a window of a car, and they senses come to them. You know what I mean? They'll be like,
or even before you get to it, you walking up to it, or even just the thought. I mean,
this bitch just wanted to do a lot of damage to a car.
Right.
She was like 3 minutes in before she got anything to break.
Right.
Oh wow, that's funny. She was with her. What was she hitting the car with?
A hammer.
So her conscience was just gone.
It was a super window. I don't know what kind of window it was. But it was
a whack ass bitch that motherfuckers was praising on the site. Like, if you live in America, man, I'm telling you, man, you could be getting jumped on to the point where you need some help.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers won't help you, but they'll videotape it. Like, motherfuckers won't be like, hey, man, get off that man. You finna kill him. You know what I mean? When I grew up, that's how it was.
Right.
Motherfuckers be like, what the fuck is you doing, man? You finna kill him.
Well, you know what I'm saying? They're starting to hold people accountable, but then again, people are getting upset. So you have people on both sides. Some people are saying, oh, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? To how you say, not aiding and abetting. What would it be? Like, were you just ignoring it? You're watching something, but you're not doing anything about it.
That's accessory.
Well, that's
they can't charge you with accessory. If you videotaping it, I don't know if they will create a charge.
No, I'm saying because you see how they're doing it with people when there's rapes involved and things like that against the law. But it's a lesser type of charge, but they're trying to do that in some of the cities. Some of the cities are trying to do that where somebody's filming something and you know that person is doing something against the law, and yet you are not doing anything about it.
But that's like a double-edged sword if they do have a law against that, because, like, let's just say I saw the other day on the news, this dude helped the police in a chase where they were chasing his car.
Oh, he can get in trouble. Yeah, that's why they say just move out of the way.
This motherfucker in the pickup truck
rammed
them motherfuckers into the side of the thing. And he was saying his mama got robbed before like that. And you know what I'm saying? He wanted to help.
Right.
Now, he didn't get in trouble because this was a country-ass town.
But
he
was
a country-ass boy. And some little black high school motherfuckers ran out the car. They was doing the dirt. So I know that's why he ain't getting in trouble. But I believe if I see some bitch from Beverly Hills, Caucasian bitch from Beverly Hills, and I ram her with my truck to stop at the police and be like, motherfucker, you didn't have to do it like that. That's how I feel.
They might not, but she damn sure gonna sue.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, it's like it's chaos in the world. I mean, like.
So as they say, catch-22. You over here trying to help, and then you got.
Oh, the worst is when you step in like, man, please stop hitting the car, and she turn on you with the hammer. Now what? And everybody like, damn, you should have mind your business, nigga.
Right. Well, what's she gonna do?
Hit you with the hammer. She already nuts.
What you think gonna happen if a bitch hit me with a hammer?
I'm gonna knock her
out. You worried about what happened in court or when the police show up?
You got to kill her.
Bitch, if you wave the hammer at me, you can catch it. If you do this, I'm gonna take that as a motherfucking act of aggression.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I'll super sock a bitch. Not because I want to, because I have to.
Right.
So obviously nobody
show
called
her how to be a man.
Because you said it took a long time. You said she was at it for a long time. So
this bitch climbed on top of the car and was hitting the car.
Was she fat?
She bust out both windows. She wasn't fat or nothing. She just was an insane bitch.
But she was attractive.
You know what?
I didn't
couldn't see it that good.
I want to smack.
Couldn't see it that good.
No, but more are gonna pop out.
Bitch got to be bad for me to look past the hammer swings. Like she's nuts. Niggas already out of.
She gonna get exposed more. Watch, it's gonna happen.
Hey, look.
Exposed.
If a girl like that got kids, them kids in danger. You just can't have bitches like that running the street. There needs to be some type of disciplinary action when a bitch do what she wanna do. Cause that's what they do. Cause they be like, what you gonna do now? They look at the punishment like that ain't shit.
Well, they need to stop being gender biased. That's what's happening.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Like when a guy,
what you mean gender bias? Say it.
How they favor the woman. So they're always saying if this is a fight or if it's some kind of altercation, they usually take the side of the woman.
For sure.
And that's not.
They do that domestically too. Washington State, where I'm from, is one of the worst states in the union for that. Like. If the police get called and they show up to a residence at a domestic dispute, the man is going to jail.
That's ridiculous.
It's 100%.
That's ridiculous.
Even if she hitting him, he going to jail.
That's urban shit, homie.
Yeah.
It is.
They ain't finna grab Mr. Feinstein out his house because some bitch said he hit her. That's urban shit. That's what happens to you or me. You know what I'm saying? Which is not fair with the law. You don't get to say shit. You got to pay your fine first and then say it to the judge. They actually fucking laugh at that shit. The law is not written for black folk. And I'm just saying, it was this shit on the internet about they have factual evidence that proves black men will never make as much money as white men when it comes to the job market. I don't give a fuck where you from or where you graduated from.
You talking about the same position? Let's just say somebody's up.
You don't make as much. You don't make as much as white people.
I just saw a study on Facebook, which means it's susceptible to not being right, but it looked right. It said even black African Americans from good households with good socioeconomic status.
That's really what made you read it, because you felt like you was from that.
They said don't have a shot. It said the percentage of African Americans that grew up in a home with money that can keep that kind of money for their lifetime drastically drops, and the whites stay up.
Yeah,
for sure.
And they was acting like this is some new study. That's what made me laugh.
All they doing is being like, they were right this whole time.
Right? Who you telling that?
Right.
So this goes back to what I was saying about this fucking college shit. Are you a sucker for going to college and collecting debt?
Yes, I believe so. If you're not getting a trade, like becoming a nurse or a doctor or something that you can a skill that you can own, then you're getting ripped off.
Or a skill that you at some point can pay off those loans, because that's where everybody gets in trouble. Most people have all those loans and will never be able to pay it off because what they went to college for.
Right, you're an English major. You got a fine arts major.
Yeah,
that's where you dropping the ball. But if you're on a track that when you graduate, you're walking into occupations or you're walking into a field that pays a certain amount of money every year, that it makes sense, that you can see. And in 5 years, I'll be able to walk into my first job, and I can chip away at my.
And that's
what field would that be, guys?
That's what I'm saying. Really, like if you were you have to be a surgeon or something.
You say the
like
medical
that,
field.
The medical field, nurses.
That's what you said. Medical.
Yeah, they got a high demand.
Nurses. That's a rare trade.
Right.
And you know how long they'd have to take to do.
Being a police officer, that's something where
police officers don't make no paper.
They don't make paper, but what I'm saying.
That's why they be fighting motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're angry. Firemen are the ones that make.
What I'm talking about is guaranteed employment, though. Motherfuckers are scared.
Oh, guaranteed. That's different.
People are scared to watch people die. They're scared to wipe asses. They scared, they scared to fight.
That's why there's always a vacancy.
Right, all the time. Yeah,
And just FYI, you cannot wipe those loans out or those college fees on when you file for bankruptcy. That's
the point I'm trying to make. No,
that's. You can't. You know that, right? You can't write those off. I mean, you can't.
We can't say that for a fact because I don't know what you're able to write off. But
no, I already know. I know so many people that tried to do that, and that doesn't wipe that off. That's one.
I mean, I know they passed new laws that make it hard for you to get past student loans and stuff like this.
I know one way to get outside of paying student loans.
How?
Is to expat.
What's that?
That's where you move to another country, and that's where you live.
But you'd have to stay there. That was it, right?
Yeah.
You can't come back.
When I was in Abu Dhabi, there was this black lady there from South Carolina. Like, I'm never going back. $120,000.
All her debt here, so she's a citizen.
Right. Yeah, she was like, "This government, I'm good."
Bitch ran up her Burlington Coat Factory credit card and was like, "I ain't fucking with that shit."
Well, credit's all over the world, but the student loans.
I want to say this to all of the youngsters in college. Let me tell you something. If you don't have one of these trades we just said, like nursing or some shit where it's manual labor, but you can make money.
Yeah, like a truck driver.
Yeah.
A truck driver, yeah, they'll have you hauling shit across the country because they know that ain't no shit you ever gonna get rich with.
Right.
All them occupations that you'll never be rich, you can get a job doing that shit. But if you're trying to get ahead and you're in college, the most important thing you have is your hookups. People you meet in college are the people who will help you later on down the line. That's why it's best to go to a college with people who have the most hookups. If you go to now this is going to really make motherfuckers mad. If you go to a historically black college, you're an idiot. That means you are going to kick it. You going to school to kick it.
Yeah. Well, you saying that's going to be held against them when they try to apply it?
No, I'm saying if you go to a college with people with real connections in the world that know you and get to know you and are comfortable around you, you have a better chance at landing a job that can help you get out of the struggle that made you think you should go to a historically black college. Now, I know that all the HB, historically black colleges are going to be mad at me saying that. But
because you're not right.
I'm gonna tell you this.
You talk about it.
Let's say I'm not right. But when I saw all them shit-eating niggas at the White House kissing Donald Trump ass.
Oh, from all the college, yeah.
From all the HB, historically black colleges. I was laughing. I was like, they getting theirs by begging.
Right.
And a photo op with a motherfucker that they know. If they got common sense, they know they don't give a fuck about them.
Right.
Your money at the historically black colleges come from government funding.
Right. It's not a black college.
It's a begging university.
Right.
They are what they call that shit everybody get when they need some money.
Government
a panhandler.
what is this shit when niggas be getting money free on the internet? I can't think of
Africans.
What is the shit you beg?
GoFundMe. Oh, FundMe things. Yeah.
Historically black colleges are GoFundMe universities. They beg from the government to exist.
Crowdfunding.
So if a school begs from the government to exist, what the fuck do you think you can get out of there?
Nothing.
Another hookup from somebody that begged. But if you hang around even an average school, an average university, like I'm talking about, let's say if you go to University of Northridge, or even if you go to Syracuse, even if you go somewhere that ain't even like what is the real high end colleges? Harvard. You ain't even got to go to Harvard. You could go to fucking USC, and you will make connections with people that have the power to do shit.
Especially USC.
At a historically black college, what are you gonna? If you go and you become a doctor, you can beat the game. But if you go and you just have a degree from Jackson State, what are you finna do?
Nothing.
You finna be a manager at Chipotle just because you got a degree, and you gonna be paying back them loans for the next 10, 15 years of your life. Them your baby making years. So while you do have a kid, you got to get them people 40, 50 hours at the job. So basically, your kid gonna be in the street, especially your daughters fucking with niggas like me. Yeah, I'm coming over. I'm just saying. I might be making some motherfuckers mad. I'm not trying to shit on you. I'm just trying to give you some logic. I know people who went to those schools, and it's a crutch because you feel comfortable there too.
Right.
You be around your peoples. Mm-hmm. You ain't got time to bullshit in college. In college, you need that competitive edge. Like, yeah, all right, motherfucker.
Also, like if you were the only one, like you're the minority there.
It bring a monster up out of you when you know you ain't got time to bullshit.
That's some real shit.
That's not how I experienced it.
What school you went to?
I went to all three type of schools you talking about.
Which ones you go? Like, did you go to HB, historically
HBCU.
Black college?
Yeah, I went to Florida Memorial College in Miami.
Did you graduate?
No, I transferred
in
out.
Opelika?
Yeah, I was in the hood.
I was just finna say, as soon as you said Opelika,
I was in the hood.
Nigga, it's by the strip club.
You know what?
How the fuck you gonna learn in your college about a strip club?
We actually did learn a lot, and the relationships I had from that school, some of them have lasted longer and been stronger than the other two schools I went to. Then I went to a large, predominantly white college, Washington State University, with 25,000 students, and then I transferred into Eastern Washington University with 8,500 students, which is now 12,000 students, And so that's every type. That's HBCU, that's big white, and that's small state college.
And which one did you think you progressed in best or you performed best at?
I personally fit best at small state college. But I enjoyed Miami. Like, the only reason I left Miami, I was on a full academic scholarship. The only reason I left is because my mentor got murdered.
Yeah, that's the reason to go.
Where did he get murdered? In Opelika?
No, he went back home to Duval, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville, Duval.
Over Christmas vacation.
I got love for Duval, but it's wild.
They pulled up to a house, and he sat in the car while his boy went inside to go do something, and somebody pulled up and shot the whole car up, thinking that first dude was in the car.
Wow.
That's terrible.
And he's out, and he was like the number one dude on campus. Is my mentor. Is a good dude. I have a tattoo of him. His name is Isaac Brown.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
But all in all, like, the experience I had at that school was awesome. Like, Florida Memorial College was an aviation college. So at first, when I got there, I wanted to do aeronautical engineering. So I ended up switching into computer science, and that ended up being like business administration with a minor in, communications with a minor in business administration. Once I started doing comedy, I was like, okay, I kind of know what
Which is something that was also in the back of my mind, because like, you're an entertainer and chasing it is not a bad idea because you actually are talented. You know, I wouldn't say no fake shit if it wasn't the truth. You talented. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can't see you ever letting this shit go because you know the potential that you can have.
Yeah, but at first I was just like, man, this shit is hella fun. And then I was already
you talking about college?
No, comedy. Oh, I was getting shine from it. And then I started to see how people can make some money. I started to see some paths where it made some sense where you could be financially stable telling jokes.
The game the game is a motherfucker, man. There's no limitations to this. This entertainment business, especially comedy, you can be at the bottom and within a couple of months be at the top. Do you think the dude who, what's his name? Is it Larry David who wrote Seinfeld? Yeah. He's not a strong stand-up, but he writes funny shit.
Right. He's got all kind of shows. Right?
You don't have to be the funniest stand-up guy to pop at this shit. You just have to be the motherfucker who know what the fuck you doing to make yourself pop. But back on that college shit, the HBCU was a problem because hood shit happened at that motherfucker.
Yeah, but I think it's worth saying that if you're gonna bring up nepotism from a school,
what's nepotism?
Nepotism is relationships. It's friends, family, and things people can do for you. Right. So I think that if you're going to bring up nepotism, being your reason for saying that HBCUs are less valuable than traditional schools, is what amount of students?
No.
So my for 4 years, you're in contact with 30,000 people. That should give you some relationships at that level.
My little brother went to Loyola University, played basketball. Loyola, who in the tournament, still in the tournament. He used to play for Loyola. Then he transferred to Hartford University
in Connecticut.
Yeah. The motherfucker was his roommate. His father is in what's the shit when you get over 100 episodes?
Syndication?
His father's in the syndication. That was his homeboy. Right. The white boy he went to school with.
Right.
So my little brother been working in syndication. This ain't no shit that you get from your degree.
Right.
This is a hookup.
But this is what I want to say.
And he make good money.
But what I want to say is this, right? Nepotism works for people who are your age and people who laid the stepping stones you want, right? So
wait a minute, I want to understand what you're saying.
Okay, so nepotism isn't just like, okay, so me and Craig are in the same age range. He might say, oh, Nate, I know you're plugged in over there. What's up with that? That's different than him saying, yo, my dad knows a dude that's over at such and such. Now we getting up in older ages where people have more time expertise in it. But I'm saying that to segue into this, like Jackson State University as an example, right? So the more prominent universities is like who went there ever since it was founded.
A nigga took my bitch at Jackson State. That's the only reason I said it. But go ahead.
Was it Morgan Freeman? Because he went there.
Did it? No, a lot of famous people went there.
Did Walter Payton take your bitch? Because he went there.
Tim
Barnett is a white dude. He went there. Norma Stitz, a famous porn star, she went there. They got politicians, lawyers, doctors. They got basketball players.
But I'm not saying you can't be successful if you go to HBCU. Right. What I'm saying is, if I'm on Crenshaw Boulevard, hanging out, the connects I'm gonna get off that is one thing.
Yeah.
But if I'm motherfucking running the hill every day while I'm young and in shape, with my shirt off in Beverly Hills, the connect I'm gonna get off that is gonna be probably a little different than what I get.
Which may very well be true, but the only way you can say that is to say where you got your shirt off at is influencing your connections.
I just use shirt off because I'm silly.
So
I'm saying like,
but I'm saying where you showing out at, whether it's running a
if
hill
you
or
mowing the lawn,
yeah, whatever you
on
doing.
Crenshaw, you might get another $20 hookup for the next person who wants you to mow their lawn.
Right.
If you mowing the lawn in Beverly Hills, a motherfucker might motherfucking not only pay you to mow the lawn, but might let you motherfucking have the back out.
Yeah, but that's not. I'm not refuting that. We understand that if Beverly Hills has they got more money, so the opportunity is greater in that sense. But it's not fair to say HBCUs because at that point everybody's on the same level collegiately. Like they got a lot of.
You say collegiately?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Everybody's
not on the same level. Your degree,
no, but you're not comparing Harvard. You're comparing Eastern Washington University type of school to a Florida Memorial type of school.
It's different.
It's not that different. The relationships I've gotten from people I met in classes and people I was with in Miami are still alive and thriving just as much as ones from Eastern, if not more. Well, and I want to add this: HBCUs are unique. Sure, even Jackson State. Steve Martin went to Jackson State. If I went to Jackson State,
you can look at all of the success stories from any of them HBCUs.
Yeah.
But if you run through what happens to the average student there versus the average student at, like I said, a USC or a motherfucking University of Arizona or whatever the fuck, the success rate is going to be. I'm gonna use this word, different.
Right.
Because you don't have to graduate necessarily to get a connect at any historically black college or another college. But I'm saying it's the motherfuckers you around and what they doing.
This what I think, right? Which is because of what you're saying.
If you're around the dude who work at Dunkin' Donuts, that's them type of hookups you gonna get. But if you're around the motherfucker who's selling guns. So to the military, you're gonna be better off because they make a lot of money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So you think the situation you're in life right now, you think the only way you would be there is because of the schools you went to?
I can't live another life. I can only my life is the sum of everything that I've done. This is where I'm at. The sum of all the events of my life.
I get that.
But I'll say this because that's cool. It's hypothetical. I just can't entertain it. What I'm saying is this to bring it. Let me say just to bring it full circle. I told you I saw a study that said people born in higher economically benefiting households, black, white, and different, live the same type of life to a certain point. When they get out into the world and the systematic setup of the world kicks in, we start to fall down back to all over the different ranges.
But that's
the same goes for college.
Hold on,
because when
you're talking about middle class, that's the farm ground for colleges.
No. He's saying, listen, I don't know if I'm right. Tell me what I know what you're talking about. He's saying, I'm gonna sum it up. Corey Holcomb, real quick style. If you black, once you come up out of that, because some people hide in college for a long time.
Right. Yeah.
But once you hit the real world or let the college go, and they run your social, something strange happened.
Right. That's because you've been taught to be an employee. You're not valuable. You're not worth nothing.
But that's not from college teaching, nor is it upbringing. It's the system is set up that once you come out of that sheltered, what your house or what your parents already grinded to get, and you on your own, the world is not set up for those advantages to continue to keep happening. That's what the study says.
But Nate,
I think they
trying to shut the game down because there's too many people who find a way without college. There's too many people who climb up to. They at the same bank as these motherfuckers who got these whatever degrees with, but got more money than them. And that's what the motherfucking system don't like when motherfuckers find a way to beat the game.
It's getting better for a non-college graduate, but statistically, college graduates make more money over their lifetime than non-college graduates still.
No. Those are people who are working in the workforce.
Right, but if you take that amount and subtract the amount of tuition that they accrued, it starts to be even again.
Right. I just don't know what job application you could fill out where you going to make some money to buy these houses in my neighborhood, but them houses are full. And when I look who in there, it's all white people. That's the truth.
Yeah.
I walk up and down. We can walk up and down my motherfucking neighborhood, all these houses, and let's see how many black people live in there. It's one black dude at the end of the block. He was some college coach. You know what I'm saying? He bought his house. I'm sure he's just paying the taxes on that motherfucker.
It's the same as in the hills with entertainers.
You lived at the top of the hill.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But everybody that you saw of color was an entertainer and athlete.
So I'm saying to a certain extent that I do agree with
There's
you.
no job. They pays you.
I agree with you. But what I'm saying is, I didn't see the difference between the relationships as far as nepotism goes from the 3 different type of schools.
I see where
Had I went to Cambridge or Harvard or something like that, I know there's benefits there. I have an
If you would have had a diploma from one of them schools, you would see what I'm talking
when
about.
the parents of everybody in the class is an executive of companies and shit you consume every day, it puts things into perspective. And that's what it's like at Harvard.
But what type of information did you seek? And were you trying to be employable or were you trying to own a business? Because that's a whole different strategy to how you approach going to school. Are you looking to get you said you were looking to become an engineer. That's just a fancy way of saying I was looking to work for somebody. But the nigga who was...
But I tell you what, an engineer is a good choice, right?
It's a great...
If you're going to work for somebody, engineers, sometimes they can afford them houses.
Not sometimes. Engineers make a lot more money than the average job.
It depends on who the engineer is.
Well, aeronautical engineering, what I was going to step into, I would have been kicked the fuck out. With Boeing. I would have had a time I clock in, clock out in a 401k. And I would have had way more stability than I've had doing comedy.
But then that doesn't.
You should have did it then.
He can still do it. He can still do it.
But that's not the choice. I might sacrifice everything.
And I respect your choice. I'm just saying.
Is that a good choice?
What?
When there's truck drivers that make $100,000, the niggas who write tickets in LA to put tickets on your car,
$120K.
They make $120K. It's good. Is that really a good choice?
Who make $120K?
The ticket writers, they have.
You mean the niggas driving the little car?
Yeah.
No, but they have to put in time too.
Got
they
better
don't
benefits
start
than
like
you.
that right away. They don't start with that mountain.
Wait, so you said how long? Now that's what I would love to study to see who gets up to $120K. Because that means they make more than cops.
Right, but they'd have to be in there for years. They'd have to be in there for.
They're directly responsible for the city making money.
I know, but I'm saying, like, of course, I know they ain't finna pay no motherfucker $120K off GP.
No,
how much time you got to put in to get to $120K?
It's overtime. So
that's a year. Let me put it like this: I have a homegirl, first name Lisa, last name I leave out. She works there, L.A., writing the tickets and all that. Cool the motherfucker. She be like, "If you ever get one, give me a holler." But I always forget, and I take my tickets. But I went there one day because my homegirl came down from Seattle. They best friends. We went there and she got off work. So we were sitting in the lot where they be at. They all go in there. They got locker rooms. They be changing clothes, coming out to their actual cars. Every car in the parking lot, Corey, was like $40,000 and up.
Right.
Wasn't a single first car type of $20,000, $15,000. There was no Civics, nigga. Every single car. They were all.
But a lot of city workers make a lot.
They do well.
Ron, the guy I was telling you about, my old Ron that I miss.
What does he do?
Oh, he was a city worker, but he went to school to learn tractors, street laying, all that. So he ended up becoming a foreman. And then he loved working. So we'd have to tell him, take a day off. He'd work from 7 days a week.
He loved it.
I don't know.
Longshoremen, those are all employees, but goddamn, make money long.
A month. Easy 10 G's
Well, long is all
city worker.
Relative.
I mean,
relative.
Well, they know what they make. They know what they make per year.
You putting in 40 hours a week,
yeah,
and you can come up with $120K in America. That's decent.
Right.
That's decent because
early,
you can at least pay your bills because that's enough money just to pay your bills if you really want to know the truth. I'm saying that's enough money to pay your bills.
But like you said,
if you live in LA, if you live in Arkansas and you making $120K,
you buy a house in a year.
You above. In LA, $120,000. That's enough money to pay your bill.
That's a lower. You could buy a house. That's a lower middle class.
You could buy a house.
Where you gonna buy a house at?
You can buy
in the hood.
In the
you don't have to walk in and spend $120,000. You got 30 years to pay off that loan. The whole point is to build equity.
No, but I'm saying
that's why I said it's enough money to pay your bills if you live in Los Angeles County, because this shit is high.
Your house note should cost 25 to 30% of what you make in a month pay period.
Sounds good,
well,
but you from Seattle.
But people be 80%, 90% barely solvent.
$120,000 in Seattle, is a whole lot better than $120,000 in California. I'm talking about Southern California, Los Angeles area.
Well, let's not say Seattle. 120 in Tacoma, but Seattle is doing the same thing San Francisco is, the same thing LA is. It's sky high. If you make $120,000, the best thing you could do is get a bitch that makes $120,000 and double your shit up.
And does not have bills. As nobody has debt.
Yeah.
That have to
You got to first thing you got to do. You got to have discretionary capital, so you got to save for at least a couple of years before you can do anything.
What is discretionary capital?
That's liquid money. That's money that you can take
not a
and
stupid
invest.
car that you might want to sell.
There's a lot of motherfuckers that's
you want to know what that is in
layman's terms. Yeah, please.
Savings.
Yes.
Right.
You gotta have some savings,
right.
money that ain't in play.
Emergency. If something happened, you can actually produce. Boom. Here you go.
And it's motherfucking millionaires that ain't got 50K liquid.
It's all spent.
Shit, this millionaires that don't got 15.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all zapped up in houses, cars.
You can't have like. Let me put it to you like this. One thing I found out the cold thing about this money game. Mm-hmm. Even if you got the money after you paid the taxes on it. Mm-hmm. You can only buy certain shit in this country without getting permission now. Everything you buy that's over $9,999,
right?
You got to fill out paperwork for it. This is not a free country no more.
I've been there for 4 or 5
Them motherfuckers will tell you how the fuck you got the money to pay for this.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because that's what the fuck they told me when I went to go buy my latest car. I couldn't even get the shit I wanted to because they want to know what the fuck I'm doing.
They want to audit you.
Motherfucker, I'm a comedian.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Them motherfuckers looking at me like.
They're like, damn, I should get into comedy.
We got a nigger in here, and he wants to put what you want to put down.
He's really making his.
How the fuck can you put that down?
Who you play for?
Hey, listen, Bob. This boy wants to put down. You be like,
who do you play for?
Wow, nigga, I did Black Jesus, nigga.
Right.
You gotta get him all kind of information, but. Yeah, man.
We could go really deep on this subject, though. I don't know how far y'all want to go, but you know what I'm saying?
Well, Craig, I know you got some deep shit you thinking of, motherfucker. Drop it.
You got that nigga gripping like this?
Right, that nigga like, let me tell you
something.
Liquid assets, goddammit, can be wet if you pour water on it.
Well, I mean, it comes to what's a good decision and what's a bad decision. Back to what he was saying as far as, like, the black middle class falling off, that's because niggas are doing the wrong thing. You shouldn't, technically... Even if you make good money, if you're not doing something you can pass to your kids, it's a bad decision.
That's not necessarily true.
It's a bad decision.
I don't want to be the guy that keeps going, nah. Because the whole point is to do better in your generation so it's easier for your kids. No. My dad was an agriculture major. He gave me choices to pick. It wasn't like he had. My grandpa was like, nigga, go to college, learn agriculture so this farm can be better. By the time I went, he was like, you can choose. Mm-hmm.
Look, man.
You didn't have me agriculture.
When I was coming up,
damn,
dope
Nate,
dealers could buy houses.
Nice. So what did you learn from your father besides shut up and take out the trash and go to college?
From my dad?
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. I got my dad is the shit. He's awesome though. I've learned all kind of stuff.
But what did he pass you like as far as a trade? Like, I mean, even if a nigga selling dope and he teaches his son how to sell dope, I mean, I'll give you something.
I'll give you something easy. Work ethic.
There you go.
That's the first thing I give you. And you can apply work ethic to anything.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you can't monetize work ethic if you ain't working for nobody.
Shit, you can monetize work ethic.
You can monetize work ethic just because soon as you walk out this motherfucking door, Craig, and hit that street, if you got work ethic, you got something to work with. Because this motherfuckers out here ain't got no work ethic, and they think motherfuckers owe them something. You get what I'm saying?
No, I get it. But
work ethic is very important to instill in your kids.
Work ethic for self or work ethic for somebody else?
Work ethic to be able to fit in out here and not be on the motherfucking skid road talking about, hey, brother, give me a dime. Them niggas I can't respect.
Right.
Because I ride on the bike path
and
I see all of the niggas out there that built a little ragged ass tent and motherfucking whatever. Right. I can't respect you, nigga. You gave up.
Right, I agree.
But if you get it any kind of way, I got more respect for you. And as far as work ethic for yourself, I do think that that's greater than work ethic for others because there's more equity. You're putting equity in yourself. But I'm not finna knock somebody who's providing by any means necessary. I don't give a fuck if you're selling toilet paper or oranges and socks and shit at the freeway. Is your kids fed? Is your house? Are you taking care of your shit? Are you able to be a man about your shit? Then I can respect that. But if your ass is on your ass and broken poor and you ain't got nothing, everyone laying down and you won't get up, I can't respect that.
So I could see you. I could see you down at a certain time in your life, but if I see you again later on, and you still fucked up, it's like I almost got a write off for you in my mind.
Right.
It's like you still fucked up.
Like
if the circumstances have been if the circumstances stayed the same the whole time.
I can't. I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
I can't help you.
But if I see somebody,
I done been to the point where I can't afford a haircut.
Right.
Yeah.
I done been there.
For sure.
Wake up, starting to be like, damn, I'm bummy. I ain't got shit. But I'm here to tell you, man, I don't give a fuck if I had to start over from zero.
Yeah.
I know how to grind your way up. I know it don't happen overnight for niggas like me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What I got down right down the hall? I got a t-shirt machine, don't I?
Well, listen.
Nigga, as long as
You
I
said
got
you
that
drive an ice cream truck, nigga. That's
Right.
work
Okay.
ethic. He said I'll never be broke. I know
never
I
be
can find
fucked up.
something.
They said the best line nowadays that you can tell your child, instead of saying, see, back in the days, people would say, like you said, you better go to college. You, certain gold digger type people, families, they say, meet a man with a lot of money, all that. Now they say the best, most popular line is, instead of telling your child, go get a job, it's go create a job.
Right. I
agree.
But I mean, we're not. I feel like black people are not plugged into something. Every generation has to start over.
But they can't keep using that as excuses.
What if Kobe would have said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just play soccer. I'm not playing ball like my dad is." Even though my dad been teaching me how to hoop, he had a trade. He gave to me. Fuck doing that. What my father's already plugged into. I'm gonna just play soccer. I'm gonna be a 6'7"
man,
average
but
soccer
Kobe
nigga.
is a freak of nature, man.
Right, but
Kobe ain't no regular motherfucker. We talking about Craig. I mean, I get what you saying, but I'm saying the regular person who's trying to fit in this world needs a lane to go down. That's why college, I'm not saying don't mean nothing. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to go to college and if you have some charisma about yourself, it's better to be among the people who making shit happen rather than be at a college that's your people. Because let me tell you something. To help your people, you got to help yourself.
Right.
If you a selfish motherfucker, you gonna help yourself, and all the motherfuckers you fuck with gonna be fucked up around you.
Right.
But if you selfless, you gonna make sure your shit on. And if I fuck with you, nigga, I'm gonna have a lick where I'm like, come on, watch this. You see this?
Right.
Run with this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna just spoon feed you and spoil you, but I'm gonna show you a lane that you might be able to go down, because that's just how I'm built. I can't have it and not let the motherfucker I'm with not have shit.
I agree.
I know motherfuckers that used to eat in front of motherfuckers and they was millionaires.
Right.
I'm talking about street hustling motherfuckers, but they wouldn't give a motherfucker a dime. I ain't cut like that. I'm not finna spoon feed you, but I'm gonna be like, let me show you this hustle.
Here's how to get a spoon. Here's
then,
how to get a plate.
right.
Here's how to get some. Yeah,
That's
I'm like
that's,
that.
That's
I'm like that to a
motherfucker I
fault.
am.
Yeah.
Cause I ain't got that insecurity of, if I show him this, that's gonna fuck up my shit. I don't have that insecurity.
Right, me too. I like sharing that. You're right.
I feel like, man, look, I'm gonna find this lick, and I'm actually on to the next lick.
Right.
The shit I'm trying to do now, a motherfucker. If a motherfucker could see what I'm trying to do right now, they'll have a lot more respect for me, because I know that this comedy shit. I see some motherfuckers do comedy, then they fade off. Because there's a lot of comics that when I first moved out here, they was living out there on Manhattan Beach. Now, them motherfuckers is working jobs.
Right.
Because they ain't hot no more.
Yeah.
This shit don't last forever.
No, it's ebb and
But
flow.
I'm on some shit right now where I'm trying to make where I could do stand-up because I want to do stand-up.
There you go.
Right now I do stand-up because I got to do stand-up. Right. And I still love it because this is my lick. This is what I do. Tower Theater, March 30th. But what I'm saying is, in Philadelphia, God damn it. But what I'm saying is, I just hope don't nobody think I was totally knocking historically black colleges, because I'm not knocking a motherfucker who want to go have fun. You still young in life. But what I'm saying is, open the door to the possibility of connections, because they make, it's like jump starting. It's like putting motherfucking Nas in the car and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a chance where you could be around motherfuckers where you can do your thing and bring it back to your peoples. Or bring it back to your family.
So in theory, because I went to a HBCU, a mid-sized white school, and a big-ass white school, I should be maxed out in relationships because I've been in a little bit of everywhere.
Let me ask you something. Did you play sports at that big school?
No.
Did you ever play sports in college?
Yes.
Which one did you play at?
Baseball, Florida Memorial College.
For who?
Florida Memorial College, baseball. First baseman.
So
I had an academic scholarship, though.
you had an academic scholarship. You didn't have a baseball scholarship.
Yeah, I got a full ride with a 2.35 GPA in high school.
What was that from connections? Because I know your dad got connections in Seattle, right?
No, well, yeah, he's plugged in, but not. In Miami is the entire as far as you can go. It had nothing to do with it. I did a phenomenal. You got that
on your own.
I'll tell you what I did. Right through the work ethic that my dad instilled in me and stuff that I've been doing, landscaping and stuff with my uncle. For my senior project, I landscaped the entire front of my high school. So when everybody came to see all the senior projects, the front was decked out. New rocks, new gravel, new arborvitae trees.
Nigga, when a
me and the whole
see
football
you,
team laced the front of that bitch with speakers playing and
when a motherfucker see you in your car, they know you got work ethic.
You see, but that's what got me a full ride on
That's
that.
right. That's right. That's
I'm like, this motherfucker on this grind, nigga. He committed. Your car shows.
But I want to say this though,
because his car is
it's
rap.
It's rap. I love it. Yeah.
With advertising his comedy, even though that motor ain't shit no more. We heard him 4 blocks down the street.
I put it in neutral and turned that hoe off and glided to a spot. I was like, I don't even want to fuck with the show like that.
But I know you got work ethic.
But I say this though, like
when I see Craig in that little ass car,
yeah,
I know that he's smart. He's efficient.
Yeah.
Well, here's what I was gonna say: the nigga that's gonna fix his car probably ain't got no degree.
What you mean, fix his own car?
He's never gonna be broke. The nigga that's gonna fix his car and stop it from sounding like
no, he went to a trade school. He probably went to LA Tech.
That's my point.
The nigga that fix his car crook. A nigga who ain't a crook gonna be like, get rid of this motherfucker. This motherfucker, you done got all you can get out this motherfucker. What, you must have drove this motherfucker from Seattle or something?
I don't think that comes down to whether you picked a trade in school or not, as much as it comes down to, I think I could do it, or my know-how.
It comes down to perception of value. You value, or not you, but in general, middle-class people value what's dictated to them as far as being employable. Poor people know you got to have something to sell. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I've taken ideas from my mind that didn't exist, made them a reality, and paid rent on them for years. But you get a motherfucker with a master's degree in sociology, and they couldn't make nothing from. They couldn't make something from.
They have to be placed.
Right. And that,
everybody. I think that's what we should boil it down to. I don't think nobody at this table has to be placed. I think everybody at this table know how to find a way.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And at my age and at Darlene's age, we live in proof motherfuckers know how to find a way. Because I ain't punched in no clock in a long ass motherfucking time. And I ain't knocking nobody who do punch in a clock.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I know how I am. Mm-hmm. If I don't respect you, I may steal. when I worked at Burger King, I was like, man, fuck these Whoppers. I'm taking these motherfuckers home. These motherfuckers giving me this bullshit money per hour. I wasn't ringing up shit hardly. Right. I'm just saying, I don't need a job working for nobody else. Because it brings some type of venom out of me.
I've done it back in the day. I got that I put that in my book. Yeah, at the beginning when my first few jobs, what I did to actually
stealing crickets and shit.
Stealing crickets.
Don't leave around
numbers, but I bet you the suicide rate amongst people who work for themselves is a lot lower than people who have jobs.
Well, yeah,
I bet that's right.
I would say the opposite. Because it takes a resiliency and a cloth to be cut from to be an entrepreneur, man. This shit has ups and downs, and the downs be more frequent than the ups until you hit your lick. There's a lot of people that say, man, I didn't do that. I sacrificed this for this. This shit ain't working out. And they swallow a gun.
That's a motherfucker who used to have a job.
Right.
What you talking
the
about?
highest suicide rate occupation-wise is police.
I believe it because they some pill popping motherfuckers. But what I'm saying is, if you ain't never that what you just said right there, Craig, about or Nate, I forgot which one of y'all said it about the suicide rate.
Yeah, suicide
rate when it comes to working come from people who have the pressure to fit in.
Right.
I come from a place where ain't no pressure like that because ain't nobody had shit in the first motherfucking place.
You broke, don't know you broke. Don't feel broke. Everybody poor.
Everybody kill you for being poor. They used to it. Right. You know what I'm saying? But that depression that went on is some shit that they really don't want to talk about. All on TV. Right. Motherfuckers was killing themselves because they could not fit in.
Right.
It was bitches out here. I'm talking about white bitches marrying motherfuckers with money or making their daughter marry motherfuckers with money because they didn't want to be seamstresses and make it look like they wasn't about shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
Man, where I'm from, man, being broke, that's just part of the game while you out here because that's the position we got put in.
Ain't shit.
Mm-hmm.
So motherfuckers don't go to college. It ain't the end of the world where I'm from. Motherfuckers sell snowballs.
Straight up.
I'm talking about them icy snowballs or something.
Yeah.
I remember my nigga Buck them had the loose squares and the snowballs.
But I do want to say this, right? Like this is one of my homeboys' life paths, right? So he goes to college to play football. He's a stud. He goes to the league, right? He gets a stomach flu actually the night before he does his combine, and he has some of the worst numbers he ever done. So instead of getting the bag like everybody knew, he was going to get the bag. We knew he was going to be a multimillionaire. If all he had to do was do the combine. He got a stomach flu, did terrible numbers, and now he had to do the life of the player who has to grind from different team to team, right? So he does that. He goes to Miami. He goes to a couple other teams. He bounces around, and then he gets hurt. It's over. His career's done. The college he went to was Washington State University, and through relationships through his fraternity and from the alumni of the school, he was able to walk into a job at a car dealership. And because he was personable and had work ethic, he was able to make a hell of a living. And now he's back on the status that we originally thought he would have. So I think it's a combination of opportunity, preparation, work ethic, and connections that lead to success.
Well, all that stuff leads to connections, the word connections. Because if you got charisma, it's going to connect you with shit. Right. Connections is everything. In Hollywood, all this shit. Motherfucker, all these motherfuckers winning these awards for acting and shit. Motherfucker, it's a motherfucker ain't got a dime working at Best Buy can act better than you, motherfucker. So I get what you're saying with that, man. But even if you do all the right shit, which leads me to this other story I saw, you can still be fucked up. Because the best player in this year's NFL draft,
got one hand,
the Barkley boy from Penn State, his girl pregnant. His Caucasian girlfriend. Yeah, so they might as well put her on the contract.
That's her contract.
Yeah, she is.
It's over. It's over. If you got to get somebody child support money out of an NFL contract, this ain't like out here in the streets where, you know, you can get your check made to who you want to get your check made to, unless you're working for some company that just want to put their foot on your neck. His NFL contract is going to have a stipulation before he get his check.
For her.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
what plays
this nigga gonna have a car note.
Yeah. But what plays in his favor is, like Kanye say, win the Super Bowl and drive off in a Hyundai. It's possible.
Yeah.
But NFL contracts are based heavily on incentives because teams don't want to pay for guys who could be hurt on first down. Superstars get hurt. J.J. Watt was out and still had to get all that bread. MLB contracts, basketball contracts with more guaranteed money, she's paid.
Yeah,
she's paid.
But
you got to do well in the sport for her to really eat.
Yeah,
if we know anything about the anticipation part of football, I mean, this kid is the best. If he doesn't get drafted first,
that boy with one hand is nice. He might go first.
Man, that's that. Y'all feel sorry for him, man.
Yeah, he ran a 4.340 as a linebacker. I don't feel sorry.
Fuck. The nigga got one hand.
Shit, you don't need a hand to be a linebacker.
The nigga got one hand. He can't do nothing but doggy style.
What's the football player that blew all his fingers off?
Right, with the fireworks?
Yeah, there was a football player, it was an all-star, blew his fingers off on 4th of July. Jason Pierre-Paul, New York Giants. They put a cast over, he's running around with a club. He don't need two hands.
That big motherfucking monster. Have you seen this fucking mutant motherfucker?
Jason Pierre-Paul?
It don't matter if he ain't got no fingers. Right. That motherfucker was a beast.
Period.
But I'm talking about this motherfucker who whole arm gone is not going to pan out in the NFL.
He just missing this.
That nigga missing this whole
forearm.
All his hand is gone. He got like a tiny little.
This nigga be out there. Hey!
It looks flimsy, but he put up 225, like more than all the linebackers.
Every time he get ready to jag
I don't know
off,
how he grabbing the bar.
His right hand be like, "Oh, it's me again."
I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep talking about it so you can keep firing off.
Yeah. Hey man, I seen that nigga. They won their bowl game.
Yeah.
And that nigga, I ain't gonna lie, even though he young and yoked and in shape, I still on him.
Oh.
He got one arm. Nigga, you whoop me with that one arm. I deserve. If I'm on the ground, I'll be like, I deserve this ass whooping. You punched me my ass. You whoop me with one arm.
Yeah, he nubbing the shit out of you.
Putting that nub in my throat.
All in your mouth.
Damn it.
Get that nub out my ass, nigga.
That's terrible. God
I seen that nigga this bowl game, man.
I can't.
Joke, man.
It's a real deal.
He can play, but that one arm, I ain't finna draft no one arm, motherfucker. Fuck
I would.
that shit.
They might.
I don't give a fuck how many arms you got. Run 4-3 into somebody. You're gonna affect the play.
I mean, if he ran that, he'd be running even faster if he had that other arm to cut the wind.
No,
this arm ain't even hitting the wind right.
He's got less hand. I think he's faster because of that. The nigga was trying to keep straight. That little arm will make you guide that way because he's got less air hitting it.
Wait, is it off?
That's why when you
is it
run,
clean
you hold
off?
your hands straight.
Is it clean off, or is there something hanging?
Imagine all this is gone, and it's just the forearm, but it's got a nice little shape to it.
That is more aerodynamic.
He can't catch no big fish. If he go fishing, he got to go after bluegills and shit like that.
But if he take that nub right, and he hold it on one end, he just run that nub across the reel, he'll be all right.
Damn it.
He's a grown
He need a nub reel.
He got a nub.
He's gonna have
all they got to do is put a little cup on the end instead of the handle. That way he put his knuckle in it and spit a little.
That nigga can't. All his apps on his iPhone be fucked up if he had to
damn.
press it with that nub.
The same way we do it. He's swiping like a motherfucker. But tying the shoe is motherfucker. I don't know who loopity under the hood.
He used his teeth.
He used his teeth.
Yeah.
Buy his shoes tied knot in it, and put it on me.
He got the Velcro joints. That's
but he's a grown man with the little hand.
Oh,
and
bless
he's better
his heart.
He's good. I saw him play.
He's better than dudes with 2 hands. They like, well, goddamn.
Fuck that arm missing. I can't fuck with you for real.
Man,
I can cheer for you, and it feel good to see you do good.
Yeah.
But goddamn it, you ain't finna motherfucking. You better take up arm wrestling, nigga.
He got a shot, man. Cause. Yeah, he was batting balls down. And now he's catching one hand. Did you see the ball game? I was like, I was losing my mind. He got a hand. Like, I was explaining to the TV.
I saw him.
Nigga has one hand.
Ain't nobody on that team he played getting drafted because they lost. You lost to a one-handed nigga.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
With dreads.
Yeah, everybody in the stadium was able to do shit.
He didn't braid his hair. I'll tell you that much.
He can't even do that back.
Oh.
He can't clap. The whole place clapping for him.
Right.
Oh.
This nigga stomp. He stomp loud as hell.
I like him, man.
I
hope the Seahawks get him. I'll tell you that.
Why?
Wait, what?
Why not?
Can he lean on it in the 3-point stance?
He can do a gang of shit with that little motherfucker, man.
What if he
be down on it? He be doing, bro. He's literally a superstar. Like, I hadn't seen nobody moving on the field like this, and I was like, how fast is this nigga? And then his combine was a 4.3 for a linebacker. It has not been that fast since they started timing niggas.
Wow.
I don't know if you're exaggerating that, but I'm just saying.
Google it. Type in one hand nigga how fast it is.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, type in Google with 1 O, and he's still gonna come up.
Boy, shout out to my boy Walt. He had a nub, and he get 275 arm in the nub.
See?
Yeah,
Boy, do you know how hard I'll be laughing to watch that nigga throw that 275 up?
I wish we could see what they saying.
I know, damn it. I know.
All I know is I saw that one motherfucker doing that karate. Zoe showed me the motherfucker with no legs and arms. That motherfucker
was terrible. He was doing the
Hey, we ain't shit. I watched the video. We were throwing the little nigga at everything.
Right, nigga. I done seen some video. The one I just keep laughing at is some nigga jump over this little thing of water and fall on his back. And the girl who filmed it said, like this. She's like, you good? He be like, I'm good.
I love when people do that shit. They be like, okay.
You ever see somebody fall, but they fall on their head? Yeah. They fall all the way back.
That's damn near like death.
But he landed in this water thing. That's why his head was butt. But nigga, I be watching that shit dying. That nigga fall. And she be like, and there be this little dude in the back go, like he got cause this a big motherfucker that fall. She be like, you good? He be like, I'm good. He's soft as hell. I'm good. Whole back of the pants wet, head wet. He fell back in that. I'm good. I see that. He tried to hop that shit. He said. Girl was like, yeah. Then the little nigga say, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, that's messed up.
He should have been like, hell yeah, I'm good. Fuck y'all.
Heard y'all laughing? Yeah.
Right. Anyway, might as well get it over with. The part that D struggles to read through is here. I'm sure she got some goodies.
Yeah, I'm going to rush through them. Yeah, I see the time.
These loose talk about bullshit. What you got, D?
All right. Well, I want to say, I guess, congratulations to Fetty Wap. At age 26, he just had his 7th child. 2 months after his last, the 6th, was born. The mother is Mashona Kalsha, a video vixen is what they are calling her. Anyway.
2 months after his last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Them niggas be nutting and pussy they buy.
Hey, that's crazy.
Like you just go pay for a bitch, but you really be letting loose in her.
Shooting up the club.
I love you, girl.
26 years old, 7 kids already. Eesh, I don't know, man. That don't.
Tell your brother I say drive over here.
There you go. Ooh, that's scary. The picture came out so big, it scared me.
Oh, you gotta
She
use
pulled
it.
Fetty Wap. I was like, oh, that's scary. Anyway, yeah. So I guess, like I said, congratulations. I don't know. Moving on. Just a bit ago, remember we were talking about Nas and Khalees, how they were going through, some child support.
Ether.
No. Anyway, Khalees was trying to get, I guess, the child support changed, the amount or whatever, and custody issues. Anyway, however, it looks like they've come to an agreement that can work for the family.
Family.
Well, now listen. So apparently, but what's interesting, because of course, anytime you hear this, that the guy was fighting for custody, you know what it means. That means so he doesn't have to pay as much. And he got it. So now they have, they say that they all worked it out. So they have granted them shared custody, or they got shared custody of their son, Knight.
How old is he?
I don't know. I think like 8.
Gotta be older than that now.
No.
He's gotta be older than that.
He's young. He's young.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, and then they said that they actually worked it out. So it's shared custody, which means if you guys ever, what shared is, it's equal. So like he'll get him on Father's Day, she'll get him on Mother's. She gets odd or he gets even numbered birthdays, blah blah blah, and so forth. Anyway, so and also to Nas and Mass Appeal. If you don't know Mass Appeal, that's the multimedia group that Nas founded on the up and coming 8-episode docuseries called Rapture.
Nice.
They produced it. It's on Netflix. It will feature T.I., Just Blaze, 2 Chainz, Dave Easton, many others. It airs March 30th, and it'll follow their lives from their home life to being on the road and in the studio. And also, Roxanne Shante. She has a documentary that is going to be airing on Netflix. And people are, going, well, why did she get Netflix documentary? It's not just about Roxanne Shante, but it has to do with the beginning of her career and being a woman and all that. But that looks very interesting, and that actually comes out this weekend too. So congratulations.
That trailer looks awesome for the Roxanne.
Yeah, it looks great. Yeah.
She went through some shit.
Well, the actress they got looks just like her when she was younger. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, it's like, what? Okay, look, connections.
Right.
That's how she got the Netflix thing. But I'm saying, like, why do you think Netflix would pick Roxanne Shantae's story?
Same people the same people that did the Nas.
So they connected. Connections. That's the point I was trying to make.
Right.
It's all a connect. Because ain't nobody tripping off that.
Because Nas already had the Get Down. Nas already
Right.
had the Get Down, which was on Netflix as well. That was that series, The Get Down, which was canceled. So, but he still has an end. So he's plugged in there. See what I'm saying? Nelson George also. Nelson, give me a call. I'm still waiting on my meeting. But yeah, so all these people are in there. They're in. You know what I'm saying? They got that connection with Netflix. So anyway, so yeah, so all the best to those. Those are both airing this coming weekend. So hers is Saturday and his starts the 30th. Where was I at? Oh, here we go. Remember we spoke about people having problems with their neck when they were texting? It's really bad now. So they've done some tests, or not tests. They actually did a
Text neck.
a
You
poll.
got text
Yeah,
neck?
they said millennials are getting not even text neck, also hunchbacks, aka now they've given it names called eye hunch, eye posture, and most commonly known as text neck. We did speak about it before many years ago when it first started because people were looking down texting. Now they've actually done the test, and they said in doctors' offices when people are coming in with these like dips in their back, if you look at this chart, they said it is true. You don't feel it because you're actually, working and you've been doing that all your life. But when you hang your head at those angles, that's how much the weight is on each degree of angle. That's the weight that you're holding your head up. So that's why they say if you text, you need to go like this. So
everybody gonna do that shit.
They need to study these dick sucking bitches. And
you know what? Stop.
That's a lot of activity.
But here's the funny thing. They said,
doctor bitches, even though you nut, your head hurt. You be like, yeah, I busted nut, bitch, but it's gonna take a week.
They ain't doing that every day, all day. You know how often? Look, you know how often you're looking at your phone.
Swole, bitch.
Nate was just looking down at it like that. Yeah. See?
Well, that's how you do when you text. You look at shit. You be like, damn, this bitch
Who the fuck is texting like this?
No, but you don't have to be like this. Do you see? No. No, but do you see my head? Look at my head. It's not. It's straight with my spine.
Your glasses ain't straight with your spine. Your glasses
but you see the back of my neck, right? It's straight. I don't have to be like this. I can.
But you been walked into something like that. Your eyes are so low.
I'm not texting and walking anyway.
No, because of how low
you got text eyeball.
These are not for distance, Nate. You're new to this game, and those are for distance.
I know you're switching out, but I'm saying, look how far down you looking.
Right.
But I'm not gonna be texting and walking.
Right you don't know.
I'm not
she think that she ain't fucked up like that.
She got a stack of glasses.
My posture's not, so I know I'm not.
What's wrong with
you
your
got
posture?
glaucoma neck.
I got good posture.
Oh, okay.
I got great posture.
You got good posture?
Yes.
Who told you that?
What do you mean? I know I do.
You got scoliosis?
No.
Oh, that's all now.
She got vanity posture. My posture's
I
good.
didn't know that, Greg. I thought you had something. I thought you had something.
Oh, I got good posture. See, look how he's hunching. His shoulders are up here.
This chair is woe out in the
ass. Oh, it has nothing to do with the chair. Do you see this? I'm making.
Where I normally sit.
Now he gonna blame it on the chair.
This chair is woe out.
I don't blame it on nothing.
Yes.
All you gotta do is watch you read. You gonna always look down. Your glass is pointing down.
Yeah.
Your glass is right the fuck here.
because they're reading glasses. When I look
everybody
down,
who read glasses ain't right there.
Can you listen for a second, Mr. Shout? My ears are good. Okay, you don't have to shout.
Oh.
When I'm reading, I look down. That's why my glasses are here. But when I look up, but listen, when I look up to make eye contact, I can focus and see your face. Now, if these were
you ain't using the glasses to make eye contact.
I don't need them right there.
I know you need the glasses to see
the reading, not anything else. Those are my.
Well, whatever you need them, they right here.
Okay, and
your glasses smell like boogers.
Don't stop.
Hey, right there where the boogers hide out.
Anyway, the last, as we mentioned it earlier. Oh, not on air anyway. Stormy Daniels, that is the porno broad that slept with
down for
Trump. Anyway, what happened was they had given her. She was trying to sell the story back in 2011.
Yeah.
And a publisher said, "Well, we're going to see if she's telling the truth." Now, all this evidence was bought. And so somebody else just got it back. It was released. Anyway, she took a lie detector test back in 2011, and it proves that she had an affair with the now president back when Trump's wife was pregnant with his youngest son.
Mm-hmm. What's new? Everybody always cheat on their wife while that pussy get that baby in it.
The test was given.
I don't want to nut on my child, Joe.
Stop. Anyway, look, they just released the photo, and that's funny. Why does it look so old? It looks like she took it back in 1970. But that's 2011, and she took that lie detector test. And
it looks like hella old for 2011.
It does. Doesn't it look like really old?
Who gives a shit?
I think it's hilarious. I like how they're kind of... But if you notice, he hasn't spoke about it. He's not talking about it. He wants to just shun the teeth.
Also, what he did was he paid $130,000 for it to go away.
He did not. That other guy.
Somebody paid the $130,000 back so that they can... publish the story,
right? Because his name was his name is never signed on it. It was the other guy. It was that lawyer.
He did it through someone else,
right?
Right. I heard he never paid the lawyer.
Well, the lawyer. Well, he did it, but they're saying that the money they've traced the money back to the Ukraine and Russian ties.
I love it. I love it.
From. So then there's another girl that came out too, a Playboy bunny. She's giving her Indian.
Oh yeah, that one was recent.
To start talking too. They all want to be. I'm about to write a book. I'm not gonna be quiet no more. Take the money back. Right. I don't even know if you're allowed to do that.
Motherfucker, I didn't go to no HBCU. I'm about to write a book.
You're funny. Also, the Hannibal Buress. I don't know if you guys heard about that. What happened?
What happened?
When he was performing at the Jesuit
What?
Loyola. Yeah, you know what? Stop. You are bad.
You said Bill Cosby shot him.
No, okay.
People don't know all that, but he put Bill Cosby out there.
He was set to perform at the Loyola University in Chicago.
Okay.
Now, they warned the comedian that he couldn't make jokes regarding rape, sexual assault, race, and sexual orientation. So, of course, the moment he comes out, he did it. He actually let them know, like, look, y'all, they said I couldn't do it. And actually, they said, I think I have to look at. I didn't see it on this one that I just downloaded, but he came out and there was something that was being shown on a screen. Mm-hmm. I think it was the contract. So he was trying to like let them know that this is what they told me that I can't do. So he basically wasn't going to perform. So they were booing, not him, but they were upset that he wasn't going to perform because I'm not going to. Oh, and then they cut his mic off, but he continued to talk to them. And then they ended up putting the background music way louder. So then he just walked off, and it was a big mayhem. The students were booing, blah, blah, blah. He ended up coming back out and performed his show, but he did say, he followed up with a comment referencing priest molestation of children. He said, according to newspapers, they had cut his mic off, abruptly cut it off, and it went dead. But he had to come back out because they were getting too crazy. But he did say, he joked as the mic was being turned off. This is what got the school, I guess, pretty mad. He said, bitch ass, this is his quote, bitch ass old people, I can't project. Burris told the audience, according to the local newspaper. He added later, y'all fuck kids, right? And then they whoop. So he reportedly finished his set without further incident and received an actual standing ovation from the entire
well, let me say something about when you work at college. I knew my college days was over after I worked Clark Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, you did. You bring that up. You did tell us, I think.
Because you have funky bitches who made it to Dean. Right. Funky ass hoes that ain't never been about shit, but they went through the college thing. So now they might be somebody who got some power at the college. Now I still got my check. I got my check because we got the check before I perform. But it's their chance to have power over a grown man. And I'm here to tell you, if you invite Corey Holcomb to do your college, I'm not finna switch this shit up for your funky ass, whoever the fuck you are. Dean, whoever. Now, I've done colleges where they tell you, oh, these grown folks. You know what I'm saying?
That would be different. But
these grown folks, you say what the fuck you want to say. And I respect all colleges like that. But to that funky ass bitch at Clark Atlanta that really fucked the show up for the kids, the same way they fucked that show up with Hannibal Buress, who's a funny comedian if you let him do his thing. Y'all motherfuckers, this is your day to feel like you somebody. Right. But I wish I could add up how much money I made since I left Clark Atlanta, you funky bitch. And your degree that's up there ain't worth shit. Because I was proud to tell them kids the truth. If your mama wasn't shit, it ain't nothing at this school they could teach you to help you be about shit. That's what I said. And they was booing, but the janitors and the police officers and everybody was yeah, because it's just I didn't relate like I used to. When I was young, I used to do colleges, man. I used to rip shit up. Right. I was so funny because I was relatable on some college shit. Now I got grown folk shit for these kids. And they'll laugh, but they'll try to limit you last minute.
Well, here's the thing. They didn't say anything was last minute. They actually, the university gave a statement. They said that they cut the mic on the performance because he violated the mutually agreed upon content restriction clause in his contract. They said it is standard for the university to include a content restriction clause in entertainment contracts, but Burris is the only entertainer to disregard the clause to that degree so that his mic was cut off.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. Hannibal Buress and every other comic out there who motherfucking really are talented and know that they can make money and excel doing this shit, fuck a college trying to tell you what to do. Ain't no bitch who's stuck at a goddamn university finna tell me shit about my show. I'm here because I do this. That's the only reason I made it to your little funky ass school. For this little $10,000-$20,000 y'all finna give me. To talk this shit. Same shit man, motherfuckers. When I was in school, motherfuckers, oh, you sitting around acting silly all day instead of studying. Yup. My whole life. Ain't never took that studying shit seriously. But look what I'm doing. Huh? I fuck teachers I used to know. The fuck is you talking about?
Oh, my Lord.
Teachers need me. God damn it. That little Pontiac Grand Am ain't paid off. The bitch
That's
driving.
funny. Yeah,
those need me.
You know, they got all excited. But yeah, so if you go online and look up the story, they actually have a lot of different tweets from all the students inside, actually. They were saying, look, they just cut off Hannibal's mic. This is ridiculous. We want Hannibal. And you see Hannibal standing there, and he put up the contract in a screen on the back, showing them what they weren't allowing him to say.
But it's fucked up because he made it. I'm here because I made it. Do you really think that you're gonna switch me up? Like, I'll put it like this. Hannibal Buress probably ain't think about that little money. That little money, he ain't think about that money. Now, if you a comic who trying to get on, you might want to play the game for a little while.
I'm playing the game, goddammit. I'm about to go say everything I gotta say.
You about to
that, the contract.
You about to do a rated PG show.
Book 75 colleges and universities. I am going to say exactly what the fuck
they say it's okay for you to say. Right.
Are you shitting me? My set, look, I'll have 2 sets.
Do it, Nate. That's right. Do it, Nate.
I don't even feel like it's the shuck and jive though, because it's like, okay, I can write material that addresses the topic.
You working your way there.
It's only 40 minutes. 45 minutes.
Oh, you ain't got a thing if you ain't got that shit.
So if it's my material and I'm not pushing some type of agenda that somebody put on me, I don't feel like I'm conforming too much.
You're gonna be at that school.
But so even when I showcase, like my church jokes, all that stuff is safe.
I see skies blue.
To where you're.
I just have to take. All I'm taking out is the gas powered dildos and all the wild shit. Like I don't have to say that there. Plus, I don't even feel comfortable telling that I'm looking right at a little ass kid. Like, all right, okay.
One of my best sets was at this all girl college. All dyke bitches in there, hugged up at the show. I'm in there talking about pussies and getting blew out. Them bitches. Yeah, Corey.
Yeah. That's how it is.
But the school wanted me to go in there with that bullshit.
Yeah,
don't would it.
That's what I don't like.
Right.
I don't like that
Be
part.
happy.
I don't like that part.
Would it be happy?
So I agree, but I'm saying I'm about to get this. I'm gonna get this bag though.
This your first big bag?
Big. What do you mean?
This your first big bag?
Quantify what a big bag is. What's in the bag that makes it big?
I mean, I don't want to know what you're making, but then sometimes when a nigga ain't never had a bag, you know what I'm saying?
What do you call a big bag? How much money is in the bag for you to call it big?
A bag is relative too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because it may be different.
People call a bag 10 racks when it first came out. It's the same as a stack. So what are you calling a bag?
I mean, you saying you're going to get this bag. You're going to do what you got to do to get this bag, right?
All I have to do is my set without the wild, dirty shit in it.
Right.
Your set is set up now where you can just take the curse words out. Yeah.
I did Def Jam and cussed the least probably on the whole season. And it wasn't even my plan. Yeah. I was just rocking. Like, fuck it. I didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I'm not, my stage, what I'm doing on stage is different than the content that you're sharing. Right. It's different than the content you're sharing.
You're going to be on stage,
but I'm
pour some sugar on me.
What I'm gonna do? Yeah, are we all gonna do it? What is a bag? What do you call a bag? What are you asking me?
No, the way that you spoke on it, you were ecstatic about the money making opportunity. You said you was willing to do whatever.
No. I'm talking about my show is not going to have to sacrifice too much because I was already a safer set comic.
Right.
I honestly get what you're saying.
Corey's like, nigga, your mama's drawers look like hot wing paper. I can't. That's not in my set, nigga.
Yeah. That's not a curse word.
Huh?
That's not a curse word.
The content would make a school be like, oh my God.
But that's how I used to beat them. They used to come out with saying cuss words. I'd be like, I ain't got a curse. Because my jokes didn't need the curse word for the punchline. But then they go
content. And that's what I don't like, is for the colleges and universities to act like these students don't know about this shit. They was fucking since they was 14, 15, 16, 17.
They've been watching pussy on porn. They got the internet.
Instagram. But that's why Burris said that, because it's a religious school.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, if the place was founded and they bylaws says a certain type of shit can't happen, they know that. But that's why I don't get why they go to NACA.
Now I want Loyola to lose. But why? I was rooting on Loyola in the motherfucking NCAA. Now I want them to lose. Yeah,
is that the same one?
I grew up around. I stole so many bikes up in Loyola. All the Chi-Town niggas know what it is.
Yeah,
Loyola, one of the schools that's really in the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers used to be up there for the open gym. Then they found out niggas in there dunking, so they got them up out of there. But I'm saying, it's like, you motherfuckers who run this shit, the reason Hannibal Buress was booked at Loyola is because he was in demand.
And on St. Patrick's weekend, right.
I want to take away who he is.
Yep.
That's what the school motherfucker said. Right. This is about what we want.
Right.
This is about what we want the kids to learn.
Know, so
we a church school. Fuck church.
They came expecting.
And everybody who taught you church.
The students came expecting full on Hannibal Buress. And what the school tried to give them was diet Hannibal Buress. And he didn't conform.
Right now at Loyola University campuses, it's approximately 2,500 dicks in somebody's mouth. And you motherfucking talk about what somebody say on stage.
That made a standing ovation.
That made them people feel like they was real G's to be cutting the mic off on an entertainer that is out here doing something versus they ain't shit.
It's an abuse of power, for sure.
Yeah.
Is there anything in your set that you wouldn't compromise? Like if they said, you got to take this out, is there anything that you do be like, nah, I'm not. I guess the show's over.
If they told me that some of the stories I have that's material about me and how I came up and who I am, I have a problem with that. Because you going at who I am.
Well, I'm here to tell you right now.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't mold me at a school to do shit. If you booked me, I'm here to tell you, I'm doing Corey Holcomb.
That's what he did. Yeah, that
which
was
is different than me doing Nate Jackson. And if you understand that,
how is that different though? That's
because of what Corey talks about. If I wrote jokes for Corey, it would even be I can write for other comics. I'll be like, okay, what
jokes do I say that might be like?
It's the content.
College.
I'm saying like, yeah. What do I say that's
just like you said, because you don't like the college institution. So if you go and you're like, you take that as we're gonna fix that.
Well, not just at a college.
This is what I'm saying. Like
that was a religious one.
What joke do I say?
Yeah.
That is out of bounds. I know I got about 4 or 5 jokes.
Nigga, they got a post at the abortion clinic. I won my money back.
What is wrong with that? Because how is that out of bounds?
Because if the school is saying we want to stay away from
if it's a religious
those kind of topics,
yeah,
then that's what it is.
So abortion is a topic that you are taking for granted that they don't want talked about at their school?
Some schools don't
what
like
they
that.
just said, yeah.
You want to keep going? You should say some other stuff that they may have an issue with. I'm telling you, because when you go do showcase for it in the first place, it's like, I tell you what I'm going to stay away from.
I never did a showcase. I showed up with a Wildin' Out t-shirt on and booked a whole bunch of schools just standing out there because the people who looking to book be like, oh, you here. Yep. We want you at our school. And then the people who run the thing, whatever it is, NACA or whatever, they was mad because I bought a booth. I didn't need no booth to perform with. I just bought a booth. Stood out there with my Wildin' Out shirt on. All the motherfuckers was over there. We looked like them people in Trading Day when Eddie Murphy was like that.
Yeah, right in the day.
That's how we look.
Do what this year?
I'm going to do that.
I don't.
See? Yeah.
Buy a booth.
There you go.
That's all you got to do. If people know you.
At a festival
because of how it works. Go to one and then make that decision first.
No, my nigga. Buy a booth. If you in the house, the people who looking for comics to book, when they see you, all them hyped up motherfuckers, they be like, fuck this juggling nigga.
Right.
It be niggas up there.
I'm telling you, we not Corey. So we gonna get different shit out of that.
You gonna get popularity just by being on this show.
No, the roast me stuff is hot. Like it's really legitimately hot.
Book colleges off of that without going.
And that's really good. But I don't know if I would recommend going and put your money in the booth because you don't know what the booth costs or if you're gonna make that money back.
Booth don't cost no real money. All you gotta do is get the booth.
You think
Booth ain't even
$1,000?
Oh, see, I'm thinking of festivals, music festivals.
You know a comedian named Carmen Barton. This is why I started fucking with Carmen Barton.
Start or stop?
Huh?
I didn't hear you.
Well, I used to fuck with Carmen Barton on the road. She used to open up for me all the time. Okay. One day I saw Carmen. Ain't she funny?
Yeah.
One day I saw Carmen at one of them motherfuckers. Didn't nobody know her. And I was like, what you doing here? And she had a booth. Just on hustle.
Yeah.
Just on hustle. I was like, damn. It was a couple people came up to her and just said something to her. You know what I'm saying? She from St. Louis. She know how to talk.
Yeah.
But I was like, so you just came out here?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah. And then this what killed it. I saw her walking to her hotel pushing the shit from the booth. Right. I was like, look at old girl. Because I knew her, but I didn't know her that good.
She hustled.
I respect hustle, homie. I respect hustle like a motherfucker, man. I'm like, oh, man. I started putting Carmen on the road with me. I taught Carmen the T-shirt game. How I sell the shirts. Man, ain't nobody sold many shirts as Carmen. We be over there watching Carmen. Right. Carmen be selling more shirts than any motherfucker. Carmen make, look, what a feature make working a comedy club, whatever. Carmen make about $3,000-$5,000 selling T-shirts on the weekend. And I'm not exaggerating the money.
Right, another clothes. So yeah.
Like, you know when I do the show in Dallas? Yeah. So we add all them shows? Man, Carmen, you talk about a bag. She left there with a bag.
Right.
All cash. Right. When you ever get tired of, back in the day when motherfuckers sell dope, niggas be counting cash, they be like,
niggas just start weighing it. Fuck it, this is how much I made. So all I gotta do is be at the place. I feel that hustle, but I also, and I'm not saying you can't do it, Craig. I'm not, but I do want you to.
You want them to know how.
That's why I said watch one first, and so you know the game. Otherwise, you spend that money to learn when you could just walk in that bitch for free and see. Oh, that's how the booth.
You can walk in there.
This is the type of designs I need. This is the type of flyers I need, and you could be equipped to benefit yourself the best.
If you walk in there
you're not allowed to perform. It's literally called illegal showcasing. So if you stand in your booth wearing a roast meat shirt and people come up, you think you just finna start bagging on them. They coming over and shutting all that shit down. The same way a juggler can't be in their booth.
I don't know nothing about that. All I know is we had a booth.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers was at our booth, and the people who worked there was mad as hell because the people they showcased, booth wasn't as popular as ours.
So they circumvented.
Them wild motherfuckers over there.
You know who Maslow is? Okay, so Maslow, there's this thing called Maslow's pyramid, and he says that self-actualization as a man or woman can't come until your basic necessities and needs are met, till you've eaten, till you're not starving, then you could realize what you're worth. So you got some niggas like, I don't need money from this comedy game. I get money outside of this shit.
You got hustle.
So you know what I'm saying? Like my self-worth isn't attached to this. So I could be like, I'm a man of principle. I could be like, I just won't fuck it. I won't do that show. Right. You know what I'm saying? So this comedy isn't tied for me. Isn't tied into my perception, and it doesn't control what I see. I'll never taper what it is I do as a comedian or as a man because this motherfucker says I should be doing something different to get bread from them. You know, I'm gonna always do what the fuck I want to do.
Red Fox and Eddie Murphy.
Just understand,
there's comics out here. People don't even know they was out there being who they are, cursing on stage. And at one time they ain't like black comics cursing on stage. It's like it's a death sentence for you. But them motherfuckers was cussing on stage, and because them motherfuckers stood out, they found a way.
Blue.
Motherfucker, dog, you think, dog, these motherfuckers out here trying to work on the show for me? Want me to tell you why? Because they like, motherfuckers like this motherfucker. Motherfuckers watch this motherfucker. What that bullshit ass Ustream say? Where we at with the millions, Frank?
Yeah, we're hit like 100. Yeah, I'll give you the exact numbers in just a second.
There are millions of people around the country who watch this show. I'm in the airport. Everywhere I go, motherfuckers is yelling out 5150, nigga.
It's ridiculous.
Do you really think I'm finna let some motherfucker tell me what I'm supposed to do?
Right.
You got to be crazy.
So then,
I just don't never get it when it's first happening.
Right.
I always get it later when they gotta give it to me because they want to make some money. They done went through all the garbage motherfuckers.
Right.
I'm cool with that life. I see motherfuckers who rich now, and I'm like, wow, I'm supposed to be rich. But I ain't rich, but motherfucker, I'm still eating. I'm at them, all them venues that you are forced upon the people. I'm there because the people requested me.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I'm there. So, whatever. I'm not I saw Ving Rhames with some makeup on in some movie one day.
He's done a lot. He's actually got a few films.
Dressed like a woman.
2-1. No, that's
not
no,
214. It was some shit, something holiday or something like
Heart.
that. Yeah, Holiday Heart. And when I first saw that shit, I ain't know nothing about Hollywood. I was like, look at this goof ass nigga out here dressing like a bitch. That's the first thing I said. Mm-hmm. But now that I see how this shit go, only way I could really judge Ving Rhames if I was around that nigga.
Right.
And see it, because I know motherfuckers who have done things out here where they have fucked their soul off. Mm-hmm. Key example, them Key and Peele niggas. Mm-hmm. What's that? I don't know. They was on Comedy Central.
Yeah, Key and Peele. What?
Yeah, motherfucking doing. They started out in dresses and wigs.
Oh, right. Did they?
I remember the first episode. It was dresses and wigs for them niggas. But here it is later on down the line. Yeah. That motherfucker made a movie that was pretty deep about what's in his mind.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I'm saying is, you can't really judge motherfuckers off what you see in this Hollywood game.
Right.
You gotta meet them motherfuckers and get to know them.
Right. I mean, if it's bigger than you, if you're a part of something that's bigger than yourself, then you're going to take a few losses to get to that bigger thing. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it. I think that's how Nate is thinking. I'm going to do what I got to do.
I don't even know what this is, number-wise. I think this says 23,250,791 views. Is that right?
Correct.
Total.
That's retarded.
Over 100,000 subscribers.
Y'all need to pay a penny to watch this.
And I ain't even put this shit. Do you know I know how to put this shit on motherfucking iTunes and shit? I want motherfuckers to be able to cut on the internet and watch me. Because I got a bigger plan than texting you, watch the show for 99 cents or $2. I got a bigger plan. I need more motherfuckers. Come watch Corey. Watch me act a fool, nigga, because later on in life, I'm going to need you. Just like everybody in the Philadelphia area. Friday, March 30th, at the Tower Theater, I need to fill the place up. Want me to tell you why? There's a racist promoter. And he's doing a show the next day. Somewhere near Atlantic City. Somewhere near Atlantic City.
Corey, who you got on the show?
Hold on. Let me get this out. Now, this promoter was mad at me because I wouldn't work for him. I worked for him once or maybe twice, but he didn't pay no real money. This the motherfucker who always took the homegirl, the dark, pretty girl. What's her name? Goddamn, one of the queens of comedy.
Cheryl Underwood? Monique.
Man, what? I can't believe.
Laura Hayes.
I can't believe I'm blanking on this sister name. Samore. How did I forget Samore name? Anyway, much respect to Samore.
I like Samore. She's dope.
This promoter took Samore out for a lot of years or whatever. He always did that tour with Samore and the group, but he's a rotten motherfucker who don't pay fairly, in my opinion. In fact, this motherfucker lied and advertised me on a show that I wasn't even on in St. Louis. Oof. I'm like, I ain't on that show, but he had me on the bill. Wow. So I put his email on my Twitter and said, hey, here go his email. Ask him why he lied to y'all and had y'all buy them tickets. So he's had a vendetta out for me ever since. Him and this punk-ass agent named Chris Smith, they homeboys. But they don't tell nobody that. That's how they get the comics to work for nickels and dimes. So I put out my show in Philadelphia. Then he got a show in Atlantic City the next day just to offset my shit.
How far is Atlantic City from Philly?
About 40 minutes down the road.
Right.
He got Martin Lawrence on the show. He got a whole bunch of motherfuckers on the show. Just to offset my show. Damn. That's why I'm trying to make sure my show does as well as it can, because niggas like me, Lavelle Crawford, the homegirl Dominique, we told him, fuck you. We not working for that sucker money. This is part of the game.
How many seats is the Tower Theater?
Tower Theater hold almost 3,000. We got some tickets sold. We doing good. But I want to sell that bitch out, even though he got a show the next day with all them comics on there. He get a whole bunch of comics, people see. Yeah. And then he'll put them on the show. But the show ain't shit versus my show, and I stand on that with any motherfucker. Them niggas open for me. That's all on his show, except Martin. Them my openers, nigga. So the Tower Theater, March 30th, 8 o'clock, Friday. That's the real show. Me, Cheryl Underwood, who is a working comedian.
Oh, yeah.
She's on a TV show called The Talk. She always was one of the strongest comedians.
Yeah.
Female comics. I'm just saying.
She's
like
also one of the only females to host Comic View.
Really? Yeah, that's dope.
one of the females that hosts Comic View. Some more did too.
Yeah, I said one up.
Yeah. Cheryl Underwood is also one of them sorority girls. I think it's that Zeta shit.
Zeta Phi Beta.
Yeah.
Incorporated.
Talk about it all the time.
The point I'm trying to make, Cheryl ain't never fell off.
Right.
Cheryl been out here. I ain't gonna say. Well, she been out here getting it. It's hard to get it in this business and have what Barry White had. That album, it was called "Stay in Power."
Right. Shelf life.
Me and Cheryl Underwood and the homeboy Chico Bean, who is, in my opinion, one of the most talented motherfuckers that Nick found off that internet.
He's been here. He sat right there.
Chico Bean came here. We made a funny ass song.
My nigga Bean.
Went through my bitch phone, found out she wasn't shit.
Hey.
Yeah, right. So anyway, I'm saying if you're in Philadelphia or in the Philadelphia area, fuck with me March 30th.
Spread the
So
word.
I can show this punk ass promoter. You can't shut me down by putting all them niggas on one show. You can't shut me down like that, motherfucker. We just sold enough tickets where the show is still justified, but I want to sell that motherfucker out.
Word.
I want to sell that motherfucker out, even with his big ass show coming. With all of the motherfuckers, Martin Lawrence and all them motherfuckers.
There's enough people out there to sell out both shows.
Yeah.
Hell
Put
yeah.
it into perspective. There's enough people out there that your 3,000 will be there, and their 2,000, whatever they're doing, will be there, and another show will have 3. There's enough people out there for 9,000 heads to come out.
Well, I tell you this, it is competition though, because let me tell you something, man. Everybody ain't got bread to go to one show Friday night and go to the next show Saturday night. Some people have to choose, and I'm here to tell you, my show gonna be funny. I'm talking to the streets. And all you motherfuckers who out here leaving the club at night, I'm finna start running my commercials late night in Philadelphia because the motherfucker bought all of the commercials during the day. He did that on purpose.
Yeah, that's on purpose.
Punk ass motherfucker.
Damn.
But my commercial's gonna be running tonight when y'all niggas get out the club. And it's gonna be a funny commercial. Anyway, the show gonna be funny. So fuck with me. March 30th, Tower Theater. First time I went to the Tower Theater, I opened for Kevin Hart.
Really?
Yo, you told me that was fucking cracking.
Man, that shit was live as hell, man. The Tower Theater in the hood.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. The Tower Theater, motherfucker, when the show over, don't be hanging out.
Get the fuck out of there, man.
Nigga, hey, let me holler at you. My dumb ass, last time I was in Philly, I went to Ish Kabubbles or whatever the shit. And I had on a motherfucking
you had that link, and then you went to get that sandwich.
Mink.
You went to buy that sandwich.
It was niggas like this. They're like, nah, that ain't real. That can't be real. This nigga ain't over here with that.
Right.
My stupid ass out there looking
They
like
thought you was a bait car, nigga. Unlocked Range Rover with a guy shit in the seat. Right there. Like, nigga, this can't be real, bro. Man, I'm gonna try him, though.
Boy, I was a big old ham sandwich out there, dog. Them niggas, even the people with Ishkabos, they was looking at me like,
hurry up and make his food.
Make this nigga this chicken Philly.
They were like, order number 1, order number 85, order number 2, trying to get you the fuck out of there.
Walk this nigga to the car before he get super socked.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but anyway, I had a ball in Philly that weekend because it was at the Comedy Club. Well, we packed the Comedy Club out. That Comedy Club was new, and I got one of the highest numbers at that Comedy Club because Philly, it's a black town, if you ask me. Philly is
the city of brotherly love.
It's the motherfucking streets. Fuck that shit. You call it what you want. Brotherly love, all that shit. All y'all niggas who, you know what's up, Philly. I ain't finna have no booty ass show for y'all motherfuckers. Them tickets don't cost that much. Going out there, get that motherfucking ticket, goddamn. And my nigga Mikey out there, Mikey the promoter out there, he out there helping me.
Good. Man, I hope it's sold out, man.
Oh, yeah.
I hope it's sold out.
You know, I'm trying to add a surprise act.
There you go, surprising.
Just because, but it ain't a comic. I would have tried something different.
Yeah, hit them niggas with some.
And I'm spending my money. I'm talking about like
Ronald Isley, nigga.
The new promotions that I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know, this show is a show with Live Nation. So Live Nation spends money on the promotions.
Yeah,
but I'm spending my money too because I'd rather for the show to be a success and beat that motherfucker out. That punk ass promoter, you know who you are. Yeah, it's me. Y'all thought I was gonna cancel my show, didn't you? When y'all had that show with all them, no, that show
I wish I knew who you were talking about, so I could
lean
away or lean in. I don't know.
The name don't matter. Them big time promoters, them motherfuckers, if they don't like you, they will just look at your dates and throw shows on your dates.
I heard there was a super promoter in Oakland that he took offense to somebody throwing the show, so he literally threw a free concert right across the street from there.
That's what I'm up against.
And I can't make that up. And I'm talking about big acts was on that bitch, but he had it, so he was like, I don't give a fuck. Yes, I'll spend $20,000 to make sure he loses
$20,000. These motherfuckers spend hundreds of thousands to make sure you don't get shit. Yeah. But this the thing. He jealous and he mad because he can't book me. That's really what this about. If I was like, all right, man, fuck it, man, I'll start doing shows.
Why you can't just say, all right, I'll pay you what you worth?
They don't do that, dog. Let me tell you something. I did a show for this motherfucker. This motherfucker didn't even want to pay for my flight.
Oh, wow. Damn.
He just wanted to, I'm going to give you this much. And I was like, fuck you,
was it like this is all in?
Yeah, all in, but it was sucker money.
Oh, so if all it's all in and it's enough for a flight, you're not tripping. But
niggas be fronting, but everybody, I don't know what Martin Lawrence making. I know Martin Lawrence is the main act. He probably getting some fair money.
Yes.
But everybody else on that show, nigga, I know what's happening with you. You getting that sucker shit. And you can get mad because I said it, and tell the promoter I said it. Y'all getting that sucker paper. God damn it, I bet on myself. And if I lose, fuck it. I can lose one time. Next time I come back to Philly, I'll work the comedy club, make it all back. Because really, motherfuckers like going to comedy clubs to watch comedy because they got food and drinks, get your parking. You know what I'm saying? That theater shit, sometimes
it's more intimate.
It's more intimate. But if you got an event, people like to watch it at the theater. You know what I'm saying? That's why the homie Kevin Hart was able to motherfucking sell out arenas because that motherfucker is the shit right now. You get what I'm saying? Right. But there's enough people out there know I'm funny. I know the show ain't gonna flop. The show ain't. I ain't never really had a theater show in a real black city like that flopped. Right. Maybe one time in Cleveland, goddammit, because they love that comedy club in Cleveland. They do. Boy, if you go to Cleveland and you ain't working that comedy, I be telling the promoters, what promoter is you? Nigga, you got to know how to promote. I ain't going to Cleveland and look stupid fucking with you, even though the last show we did, it was good.
So I have a question for you, right? Because you're talking about leveraging some of your own money and infusing it into a deal that Live Nation has to make sure the show is packed by adding a third or whatever surprise talent. Have you considered your own tour with your own bread put up and just rolling the dice?
Well, of course you can do that, but if I can make this date work with all of the shit that's going on, because the people at Live Nation ain't stupid. They know what I'm up against. They was like, man, do you know that motherfucker put his show out with every comic they could find to try to fuck your show out?
Damn.
They was like, you want to push the date back? I said, hell motherfucking no.
No, that's right.
We finna do it. I know niggas in Philly, dog. Tariq Wallace, all them motherfucking niggas. I mean, I ain't saying I grew up in Philly, but I know Philly niggas.
Right.
It's niggas out there who got comedy rooms and shit that I'm gonna be at. I'm going to Philly early. I'm gonna be in the street giving away free turkeys like Nino Brown.
You going to Warm Daddy?
God damn it, they still got winter out there. I heard they got snow today.
Ooh.
You fuck with Toure?
Toure, I'm gonna be at his room Wednesday.
Yeah, Warm Daddy. Yeah, shout out my nigga
Toure, big shot. I'll be there Wednesday night to come motherfucking promote the show on Friday night.
Yeah. And y'all better go to ball. Y'all better
not this Wednesday. Next Wednesday I'll be in Philly.
Right, because it's
But go to the Tower Theater. Don't be like, oh, we just gonna catch a nigga at Warm Daddy. You know.
No.
I'm catfish and your greens. And
I'm gonna show love at Warm Daddy if he let me up. You know what I mean? But the real show, I mean, I got 5 minutes to fuck off.
Right.
I'm talking about that motherfucking real show, goddammit. It's going down at the Tower Theater March 30th, goddammit. Buy a ticket, nickel. I was trying to set it up through Ticketmaster where if you buy a ticket, you can get some of my motherfucking gear for free. That's how bad I want to motherfucking rock this motherfucking show out. But even if I don't set that up through Ticketmaster, I'm going to have gear at the show that I actually think I'm going to just pass out. Meaning like, or I might be in the streets passing out my 5150 gear, just said, hey, man, buy a ticket, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because I want to win.
Right.
Man, I'm a motherfucker, dog. When I got a vendetta toward a motherfucker or when I want to get a motherfucker, I'll go there.
He said, I'll shut your city down. I'm pissed.
I don't give a fuck about the money. I'll break even and sell that motherfucker out. What I spend to get that motherfucker right. Just to be like, you put that show with all them niggas on in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
And I still won.
Damn.
That's what you want. Yeah.
That's all I want to do is win. God damn it.
Satisfaction.
Punk ass promoter, motherfucking all these motherfuckers. Him and the motherfucker at ICM. It's an agent at ICM. He out to get me too.
That's a different person.
You want me to tell you why they out to get me? Cause I don't do the sucker shit. I always be like, fuck you, motherfucker, and they be like, did this nigga just say fuck me? Are you turning down what I came at you with, boy? I will destroy you, boy. That's these motherfuckers. They after me. They after me, but I don't give a fuck. God damn it. They know where I live. They just send letters to the crib. I'm like, oh shit. That's why I be having that thing. I don't know who coming to my motherfucking crib. Real shit. I'll be like, damn, these motherfuckers, I'll come outside. There'd be a fucking letter out there. I'll be like, what the fuck? This ain't the mail?
Not even in the mailbox?
No.
Like a
laying in the
notice.
driveway?
Like a notice.
Oh, wow.
I know where you live too, Chris Smith, motherfucker. I done been on that motherfucking hill, nigga. I know where you at on that hill, nigga. You ain't the only motherfucker, plastic surgery face ass motherfucker. Get your plastic surgery face ass out of here, motherfucker. These motherfuckers, he trying to sue me. He can't sue me in court because he know he bogus. This motherfucker trying to take me to the labor union.
Oh, wow.
It don't stop. When them motherfuckers see that you don't motherfucking go with their program, they go out their way to fuck with you, man.
Right.
I think I'm gonna have to move and motherfucking have that gate built around the house where if anybody come on the property, we be like, who's there? Who's on my land?
Texas shit.
Old dog be coming down there too.
Man, I'm telling you, man, trying to stay 100, man, is dangerous. Motherfuckers is after me. I saw some shit on the internet where some lady got killed in Brazil or something like that, young sister, because she said something about the police and she was a political leader, and she got killed.
Wow.
And I be worried about shit like that, but I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do because I'm me.
Right.
And I like me, and I'm not finna switch it up. So Tower Theater, March 30th. Fuck with your boy. If you're in Philadelphia, motherfucker, if you're in New Jersey,
we driving.
That ride ain't shit.
Driving, right.
Hey, I want to say something. Hey, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, anybody that play for the Eagles, if any of you niggas watch this show, man, go and show some love, man, and tweet out the show, man.
But that's another thing, man. When I be doing these shows, it be a whole bunch of motherfucking athlete motherfuckers there. They be like, what up, my nigga? When I did it, we did Atlanta. We did the Fox Theater, man. Nice. We did 2 shows, man.
Wow.
The promoter at first, he was scared. I think it's enough to do another show. I say it is. It's Atlanta, motherfucker.
Right.
Atlanta got a middle class.
Right.
It ain't all poor and rich.
Right.
Dallas got a middle class.
Yeah,
it ain't
Dallas
all poor and rich.
DC got a little something.
DC got a middle class.
Right.
They got some. Yeah, you check Virginia and all them surrounding areas and Maryland and all. Oh my god.
No, if you in Richmond, it's poor motherfuckers and it's rich motherfuckers.
No, I'm talking about like the DMV, like that DC Virginia part, not Richmond.
Yeah.
Man, they got some house. Yeah, they do. Because I did Pennsylvania this past weekend, and I was with Wiggs, and he was showing me like, look at this goddamn neighborhood. They had a gang of shit, and it was niggas that lived there. It wasn't all white folks.
Right.
Boy, that's back in the day. I used to work with Wiggs, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, you got all yours out?
No, I have a book signing this Sunday.
Oh, nice.
So if you want to come, it's not just a book signing. I'm actually going to be in there doing a book signing, but it's actually called a sip and shop. And talking about people promoting themselves and doing that because all these other businesses in the community, and we're talking about the community, it's a sister that throws it. It's called Hey Girlfriend Network. And all these businesses buy booths in there, and they either sell their goods or promote it and all that. There's going to be some stepping and some line dance groups performing. So you can get a ticket because when you get a ticket on Ticket Leap and just put my name in the search engine. You get appetizers and alcohol.
Dope.
So and it's a day party. It's from 11 a.m. to 3, and the DJ is Gigi Sweet. What's up, Gigi Sweet? It's at the Foundation Center on Western Avenue.
Okay.
This will be fun.
So check this out, man, because like this is our last show using this Ustream vehicle.
Yeah.
So we you know we're not gonna take no break. We gonna just ride this out.
We're too close. Yeah, it's 10:30 anyway now.
I'm talking about the Tower Theater because it's very important to me to sell out the big theater.
Right.
But this week, for everybody who's watching the show, I'm going to be up there where we was. Remember first time you opened up, Nate? Mm-hmm. What's the name of that comedy club?
In Washington?
That's upstate a little bit from Seattle. It's about an hour up the road.
Parlor.
Who?
It's either the Bellevue Parlor or the Tacoma Comedy Club.
Tacoma Comedy Club.
Yeah,
that's south
week,
of
right?
Seattle.
Yeah. That's where I'm working this week. So
that's what's up.
this weekend.
I already got a couple
you
people
worked up
hit me up
there?
that they're going there.
You was there last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna be at the Tacoma Comedy Club this week, and you know they don't do radio, so I'm just letting everybody know on my 5150 show right now. We're gonna be there. And last time it actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would.
It was cracking. The word of mouth up there is nuts. People like, Corey Holcomb coming. Corey Holcomb. Corey Holcomb.
That's what happened.
That's exactly how it works. Because we don't have no billboards, we don't have no radio to show it. So it's
Billboards up there?
yeah, but the promoters don't promote like that. And this comedy club ain't even doing radio.
I didn't even know it was that many black people out there.
Social media,
Bruh,
you
it's
just
hella.
have to
And then anywhere
do it
that
on
you have
social
a
media.
military installation that big, you'll win.
Yeah, that's what I found out last time I was up there. So much
Fort
respect.
Lewis, Joint Base Lewis McChord is the biggest military installation in the Western Hemisphere.
Wow.
Really. It's ridiculous.
So I got to
It's a
reach
joint
them
base.
people. I want all them people to know I'm gonna be in town. You know, this
Social
weekend
media,
up there.
we're gonna hit it.
We're gonna promote it. I ain't taking y'all for granted. Tacoma Comedy Club. I was focusing on this Philadelphia Tower Theater Friday, March 30th. Corey Holcomb, Cheryl Underwood, and Wildin' Out's Chico Bean. I wrote down here, I say Netflix paying me $50 for this comedy special.
That's funny.
Anyway,
All right.
I just want to make sure everybody got their plugs in.
Oh, I got one more.
I
got one more. You getting yours out, Nate? Okay,
I'll
I'll
be
say.
at the Regent
there you
Theater
go.
in downtown LA on April 8th. Man,
Dope.
come out.
Oh, I
Mel's
know where the
Comedy
region.
Gala.
That's nice.
Dope.
Yeah, so support that. It's locally here in Los Angeles.
Good.
That's what's up.
And if you have Sirius XM, I'm gonna be on the All Out show with Rude Jude on Shade 45 this Monday at 2:15, and we're gonna do it live. Before we were gonna record.
Let's do it off Wilshire.
Yeah. So so I'm excited. They're excited.
Nate, motherfucking ass just came from where you was at again?
I was in Pennsylvania, Hershey, Pennsylvania, where they make all the chocolate.
Hershey.
Whole goddamn city was
They
chocolate.
named the city Hershey. They was like,
After
fuck
that,
it.
the Hershey family. Man, they had chocolate shampoo, chocolate conditioner.
Pussy.
Chocolate.
You know what?
Nah, they didn't have chocolate pussy. They had chocolate fries. Like they had it was just chocolate every goddamn way. When you check in and get your room, you get 2 Hershey bars and
I mean, when I was in Philadelphia, I went to this massage joint and I got kind of molested. It's just I'm a man. I can't tell.
I'm sorry, what?
This old Asian lady, she was rubbing my leg, and then all of a sudden I felt something go. I was like, "Hey, what are you doing right there? Well, close the door."
I forgot I got him in the mail.
And Hershey, that's where Will scored that 100 points. Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Is it?
Yeah, that's where he had that 100 points.
Where did you get that fact from?
Man, look it up, bro. I know.
This is the fact machine.
Here we go.
Yeah, you and Zoe seat, goddammit.
Will Chamberlain had 100 points in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's where he scored.
I didn't even know they had sports.
I
there.
don't know, Craig. You
Are they
said
an
that guy
NBA
died.
team in Hershey,
You said that guy
Pennsylvania?
died from the fall.
Go ahead and look it up, man.
We're gonna have to because it was an
Craig
NBA
be coming
team
with his
hooping.
facts.
What's up?
Hershey had an NBA team.
Go ahead and look it up, man.
Will Chamberlain ate a white bitch pussy in Hershey that night after he scored 100.
I forgot to get it out. Maybe I'll do it next show, but I finally got the scorpion in the mail. These are dried scorpions.
You gonna bite one?
I don't know. I don't even know what it looks like. I just got them in the mail.
That's a dead scorpion in there.
I don't know if it's
Several.
one or more.
I dare you to eat it.
I don't even know what it looks like. I've
Open
never
that
had
You
lid.
it.
don't know what it look like and you gonna eat it?
I don't know.
That bitch finna smell like.
She finna open it.
D, pull it over the cap.
There's two. Who wants to go with me?
Nigga, what is that? A scorpion in a...
I called her.
They gave her a scorpion in a weed bag.
It's not. It's to preserve it. It's to keep it preserved.
Fuck, is that
Let
a
me
real
look at that
scorpion
thing.
or is it a
Yeah.
baby?
No. You have to order them. Yeah, I ordered. From the same
little baby
company.
scorpions.
I just want to see.
They're not babies. They're full grown. It's the type it is. It's the type that they are.
They baby scorpions.
Yeah.
Joe Pesci scorpions.
And they're dehydrated. They're not.
That means they was thirsty when they died.
It's roasted. Oh, well.
I dare you to eat that.
Oh, I'm scared. Let me try it.
Dang. Give it back.
Let me try it.
This is a real...
Oh, no. It took 2 weeks to get him.
It looked like a grasshopper that eat Chipotle.
Is it 2 of them or one?
It's 2. Oh, my God. Dude, you're not going to eat that. Is that for eating?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
I'm not looking at this shit.
D,
Will Chamberlain scored 100 points. Anyway, so what I wanted to plug was my
Instagram.
Instagram.
Oh, she opened it. Hold on before you plug your
Oh, my
Instagram.
God, Corey, they're dead. Stop. God.
D, you going to put that in your mouth?
Oh,
Oh, my God.
that's crazy. I didn't know that.
They're super cute, though. I'm kind of sad because they're cute.
It was for the Warriors. ABA or something.
You don't even know what that tastes like.
I don't.
Wow.
And you going to put it in your mouth?
She about to eat a scorpion.
You better not never tell a nigga to take a bath before they get with you.
Oh!
Dang it.
Oh, she put it back in there.
It was a leg.
She hit it with the cavity part too.
I swear to God, it tastes like beef jerky. If nobody wants this guy, I'm going to eat him.
What?
It tastes like beef jerky.
Bro, Genevieve, you want a scorpion? Even Genevieve like, shit, I ain't crazy like that. I ain't fucking with that shit.
I waited 2 weeks for this. No, seriously, if anybody wants to try it, it tastes like
How
beef
much
jerky.
did you pay for that dead roach?
You don't want to know. Anybody want to try it? It tastes
No.
like beef jerky. I swear on everything.
Oh,
Oh, she ate that worm, though. Yeah, he ate
he
me.
say she ate that word.
Come on, you guys. I tell you.
Wait, there's a bug meat?
She said there's only one worm I eat. Frank, she's signifying over there.
Come on,
She
you
said
guys.
you working with a worm.
I swear to God, I would never. Do you like beef jerky? If you like beef jerky, you will love this.
I don't like beef jerky.
I think Craig could do it if wasn't
I
nobody
think
here.
so. Come on, Craig. What's wrong with
You do it
that?
if a college tell him to at that booth.
Come on, Corey. God dang it.
The fuck out of here.
Swear to God, I thought you guys were going to be more
I feel like
fun
I
than
got
this.
cotton mouth
I'm hella
like a
fun,
motherfucker.
but that's not.
Come on, try
that's
it.
not part of the fun.
Nate.
Eat it.
Oh, my God.
Why is your tongue
Look at
shaking
this
so
up
goddamn fast? Look at her playing with it.
Nate, plug
Now
your
you can-
shit.
wait,
Oh
now-
my!
now you
Why
can
you
use the little
sucking it? Oh, she rubbing it on her
No, I'm saying
teeth.
you could use this little claw for like to take your.
That's nasty.
No. It tastes like beef jerky. I swear on everything.
Man.
They were good.
You can't
They were
complain
good.
about shit.
Got
God damn it!
off with this too, dude.
You need to get in the shower. God damn it! You ate a dead scorpion.
Right.
That was worth it. Anyway.
It's good.
Yeah, it's like beef jerky. I swear on everything.
Eat it.
Oh yeah, for sure. If she had one left, I'd do it.
It's done. See?
All right,
they
so
put
what
it
I
in
wanted
a
to plug was
can?
this, right? So
'Cause
I
it's
just
fresh.
did these I got 75 tour dates coming up. I got dates
Nice. Go, Nate.
all the way into next year, like further than today in March of next year. And the best way to find them is to just go either on Facebook, Nate Jackson or Nate Jackson Comedian, or on Instagram at Mr. Nate Jackson. But I'm coming all over the place like it's a porn set.
Right on.
And then so what you'll see is the base of these dates is colleges and universities, but I'm going to be making the calls so that when I'm in markets and areas that I'm also doing the club work or theater work.
Are you going to post all the dates up then on
You gonna
your
get a new
social
car?
media?
They're on. Yeah, all right, I'm going to get a Durango.
Oh, I tried.
I'm getting the Malibu service. All that is a muffler and a catalytic converter.
Yeah,
We're
that's
getting
it.
both of them knocked out, and then I'm taking that car to Washington because I feel like that signage, they'll still act like I got it today. It's, it's not LA.
So you trying to say people in Washington ain't on shit?
Yeah, here we go.
No, I'm
He
saying
did
they
not
don't.
say that.
A rap car is much less likely in Washington State than it is here.
Yeah.
The homeboy Dre gonna be up there in Seattle. I'm gonna stop up there and try to see you while I'm out there. Dre, who did the show a couple times. Yeah.
Who doing that show with you? That's Dre.
Laugh Love.
Yeah,
Comedian Laugh Love. What you doing this weekend?
Not that.
Where you working at?
Chicago,
You working at what club?
Northern Illinois University.
NIU. My daughter graduated from NIU. Goddamn it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
You let your daughter go to college after all that shit you just done.
My daughter is finishing up her master's. She finishing up her master's.
Good.
I'm just saying that's her lick though. She always was book smart. I was smart in school. I just didn't have a motherfucker. I could never pay attention. Yeah. What is that shit?
Well, that would be a waste.
Attention, ADD, right. Man. I couldn't do that shit. So
I do too, yeah.
I'm glad she ain't got that shit because she got the whatever. Well, what it is, she graduated from Northern and she got a job, and you know, in her field, she was hated upon by people from other races, and she had the shock of hitting the world. I was laughing. She was like, they did that. I was like, they gonna do that everywhere.
You have to level up.
Right.
Yeah. You gotta get that master's, come back and shit on them.
So she got her master's so that she got a little more leverage in the game. I'm proud of you, Kayla, goddammit. Do what you gotta do what you gotta do. Daddy got your back, goddammit. That little pussy ass karma pay you.
Oh shit! You know when? Because I know that's what she wanted. She went,
like, you said on the show, motherfucker.
Yeah, pay her shit off before I fix mine.
I'm gonna do that. I ain't been to Chicago. I'm gonna surprise her, especially if this Tower Theater March 30th do well. I gotta get this show cracking. Goddammit. Anyway.
It's cool you got the people over there fucking in the window too.
Right. Genevieve drew that.
Genevieve drew that.
I rubbed off on Genevieve.
No, she rubbed off on that poster.
Frank fuck like the niggers at the show said.
She rubbed up.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
But yeah, so Mr. Nate Jackson's where you can find it.
There you go.
What's your hit again?
Mr. Nate Jackson, that's the gram. Because it's a
Mr. Nate Jackson.
Swipe left to get through all the slides, but there's like 15 dates per slide, like five or six slides. So you can see I'm coming to where you at. You still got Scorpion in your shit. But I'm excited. I'm just like, this is a lot. It's a lot of work though, man.
Once again, all the people who go to HBCUs, you can be mad at me all you want. I'm just trying to say, motherfucker, that college a cold hustle.
Yeah. I hope they listen longer and didn't shut up.
You got to learn how to hustle to college.
Yeah.
You ain't shit. Craig was like, how many of them is HBCUs? Goddammit.
None, but the HBCUs got a different network they book with. They don't use NACA like that.
You would book more colleges if you showed up in your little Q-Dog outfit. Goddammit, get you a little 5X.
I book way less if
5X purple.
They know I'm a Q. I'm gonna book hella less.
You a little purple shirt, goddammit, and some short shorts.
We Q.
Some shorts that go over half the top of the
on the yard every
motherfucking
day,
knee.
hollering and hollering, hooting and taking down chicks and gold booting and hook shooting with some cold niggas, man. You can't. I'm gonna stand there wearing I'll book way more wearing my Wildin' Out shirt than wearing a Q shirt. Because they grew up watching. They grew up on that
Look
brand.
at the size of Nate's forearm. Boy, now if he tried to choke somebody out.
Nate used to play football. He ain't no joke.
Look at Nate. I just was you moving it around. I see you, Nate.
He be looking at big shit, but look at here.
You know what? I'm full.
We went to that. Remember we went to that. What was the name of the place?
Bossa Nova. Yeah,
Bossa Nova.
Yeah.
I'll be looking for good shit.
That's just bomb. But we crashed your whole shit with the
crashed shit.
No, that was fun.
We done left here and try to find something to eat a whole bunch of time. We used to go to the what's the name of the place in the hood?
I still go. I don't know where you. I go on Thursday nights. I'm there.
Where?
At the I was gonna say Townhouse. That's the other one that they bought.
Cork.
The Cork.
The Cork.
But
y'all fuck with
they
the
bought
Cork?
the Townhouse.
Them wings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cars showed me that. I had the catfish. It was bomb.
Yeah, they got great food there.
So what you want to do, y'all? Let's go to Bossa Nova.
Bossa Nova after this? Let me tell you something. We talking about some food out here because Nate getting into his chef part. I feel like they charge too much and don't treat niggas right.
I feel like they don't charge that much. I mean, for an entree, it's like $12.
Shit.
But now they it depends on who your server is and who done pissed them off already.
I ain't been eating meat like that. I done fucked up and ate meat. I ain't gonna lie. I done ate meat about 7 times.
Did it mess with you? Because I'm afraid if I have a burger, I'm finna clear out.
No, all you gotta do is go to motherfucking Fat Burger. They got that Impossible Burger. Have you had that?
Yeah, actually I did.
Yeah, it tastes just like beef.
No, the Umami Burger had it.
Yeah, they got one too, but eat the one at Fat Burger.
It goes?
Trust me.
That shit is impossible.
We finna wrap this shit up. As we say farewell to Ustream, I want Ustream to know that you can kiss my black ass with your tacky ass. We have tolerated your ass for years and have prospered even though. But we about to take this shit to another level and
That's right.
get this shit hooked up right, goddammit.
Right.
And I appreciate all y'all for
dealing with it, hanging with it.
Hanging in there, 5150. All the chat room goons who, I don't know if y'all was able to see the show live. This is the last week of this bullshit. Fuck you, stream. Tower Theater, March 30th, goddammit. Team 5150 in the motherfucking house. Yeah. Craig, goddammit. Team Lumberjack in this motherfucker.
Stop. Team 4 arms. Look, Team 4 arms.
CraigSmith.com. Come fuck with me.
Yeah, go.
What do fleur mean?
Craig Smith with 2 E's. What's what?
On top of your head.
It's flavor.
Flavor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
I wasn't
fleur.
prepared for full plug for this.
I thought that was like
You
a.
said it was
I thought that was an
French
ice cream drink you had. Give me a fleur.
No, it's a brand from Seattle with my homeboys.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna full on plug it because I just was grabbing hats and didn't want to wear Seattle.
That motherfucker ain't paying you. Fuck them. 5150. We love y'all. We up, motherfuckers.